Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio and a very special episode. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you are enjoying the podcast, please follow us using your favorite podcast software. I do want to take this opportunity to thank our latest Platinum Patreon supporter. Thank you to Max, who has been supporting the podcast 10 years this month, currently supporting us at the Detective Sergeant level of $7.14 or more per month. Thanks so much. Appreciate your support, Max. And in today's special, we're going to look back on the 2024-25 podcast season with some of the most outstanding episodes that we played this past year. Now, this was an idea that I had after going to PodFest in Orlando in January. Initially, I was just planning on doing the top 5 Great Detectives episodes. Yet, over the course of the past few months, listeners have become impressed with other programs we've done, including Cloak and Dagger, which, though we play on the Great Detectives, is a connection to the Great Adventurers podcast. So I decided to expand it to include episodes of Great Adventurers and The Amazing World of Radio. And in addition to those top 5, we'll throw in another sample of something we played on the Old Time Radio Snack Wagon, which again I think is one of the best things we've played. Now, of course, I did need to put some limitations on this. And that is that I've limited this to self-contained half-hour episodes. As much as I truly admire something like the Landini murder case, that 8-hour epic really couldn't be part of our conversation, nor could the Moonstone, or Kidnap novel serializations, or any one of the great 1-hour programs we played, like the Mercury Theater adaptation of Treasure Island. However, even with those limitations, I think that you'll enjoy the programs that we have for you. And we start our countdown with number 5, The Adventures of the Falcon, original air date April 20th, 1952, and this one is The Case of the Jumping Jack.
Hello? Yes, this is the Falcon speaking. Oh, Nora. Oh, I'm glad you called. Now, you'll have to include me out tonight, Angel. Some boy I know just heard of a new way to commit murder. Naturally, being the inventive type, he's going to make a stab at it.
Once again, the National Broadcasting Company brings you the transcribed Adventures of the Falcon, starring Les Damon. The Adventures of the Falcon, dedicated to private investigators everywhere. Those hard-hitting detectives who, like Mike Waring, risk their lives to aid law enforcement agencies. So join him now when the Falcon solves The Case of the Jumping Jack. It's early afternoon in New York, and a lovely brunette named Dorothy Gould glances nervously over her shoulder as she walks down Madison Avenue. For Dorothy has a feeling she's being followed, and 10 feet behind her is a stocky citizen who proves she's right.
All right, you. What's the idea?
Are you talking to me, Sugar?
Yes? Why are you following me?
Offhand, I could think of a dozen reasons. But it so happens you're wrong.
Oh, no, I'm not. I saw you get off the subway at 52nd Street.
Not me. I'm strictly the cab type.
You're lying. Who put you up to it? It was my husband, wasn't it?
Would you believe I have no idea what you're talking about?
Was it Jack?
The only Jack I know is a fella down in Norfolk, Virginia. Jack Paxson. Is that the one you mean?
Now, look, I'm warning you. If you don't keep away from me...
I suppose you'll call the police.
Officer? Officer!
Well, I guess that's my cue to beat it. Still, it's been fun, Sugar. Let's do it again sometime.
4-1-1-3. Oh.
Hello?
Oh, Jean.
Yeah?
Dorothy.
You know this isn't smart, Dottie.
I couldn't help myself. I'm being followed.
You what?
Yes, it's been going on for days.
I don't realize what you're saying.
You've got to believe me. I'm not making this up.
What did he look like?
He was kind of short and stocky, and he was carrying a camera.
Camera? You suppose he got a picture of us?
I don't know. Listen, Jean. Maybe we ought to tell Jack everything.
What, are you crazy?
Well, he's going to find out eventually.
Maybe eventually, but not now.
Well, I've got to see you.
That's odd.
Why?
Because it's not safe. Especially if you're right about this character Taylor.
Well, listen, Jean. Suppose I hire a private detective.
What for?
Because I've got to find out what's going on. Did you ever hear of a Mike Wherein?
Is he the one they call the Falcon?
That's right. I'm going to talk to him.
I wouldn't, Dottie.
Well, I've got to do something. I'm going out of my mind.
Now, look, honey, you're upset.
Haven't I a right to be?
Yeah, sure. Sure, this has been a real strain. That's why I think you're imagining all
No,
this.
I
Now,
am...
look, baby, with 10 million people in town, a couple are bound to look familiar.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Sure I am. Now, why don't you go home and relax?
Well, when will I hear from you?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I'll keep in touch.
All right, take care of yourself, darling.
Yeah, you too.
Are you through with that phone, Sugar?
Oh, no.
Well, what's the matter, lady? You act like you're seeing a ghost.
You are following me.
I never saw you before in my life.
I am warning you.
Now, take it easy, Mrs. Gould.
How did you know my name was Gould?
How did I know what?
You called me Mrs. Gould.
Hey, you're not only seeing things, but you're hearing them, too. If I were you, Sugar, I'd see a doctor.
Yes?
I'm looking for Mike Wherein.
Oh, congratulations.
What?
You've made it.
Oh, are you...
Yes, I am. Come in.
Thank you. My name is Dorothy Gould.
Mm-hmm. Well, won't you sit down?
Oh, thank you.
A drink?
No?
You better change your mind, Angel. You look like you could stand it. There we are.
Well,
Now, how long has it been going on?
How long has what been going on?
Whatever's bothering you.
Well, what makes you think anything's bothering me?
Would you be here if there weren't?
Oh, well, I'm being followed, Mr. Waring.
By whom?
That's just the trouble. I don't know.
Well, what does he look like?
He's kind of stocky, and he's got red hair.
Does he have a southern accent?
How did you know?
He's a large brother of mine.
What?
He's a private detective named Dixie Hamilton.
Oh, I see.
Have you any idea who hired him?
No.
You married?
Yes, why?
Well, that would open up for further possibilities. What about your husband?
What about him?
You think he's behind it?
That's what I want you to find out. If Jack is responsible for this, I will leave him so fast it'll make his head swim.
Is he the jealous type?
Unfortunately.
Does he have reason?
How dare you?
Now, look, Dorothy.
It is Mrs. Gould.
Yes, well, I always like to maintain a first-name relationship with my clients. I find it's a great time saver. Now, does your husband have any justification to believe you are seeing some man on the side?
I tell you, there's no one.
Yet we know for a fact that someone sicked Dixie Hamilton on you. You think he followed you here?
I didn't see him.
Well, maybe he's playing a cozy. All right, now here's what I want you to do. When you leave, walk down to the corner. Wait there for about 5 minutes. That'll give Dixie, if it is Dixie, a chance to pick up the scent.
Then what do I do?
And hail a cab and go home.
And what about...
Dixie, I'll take care of him. Now, on your way, Angel. We don't want to keep the man waiting.
Taxi! Taxi! Madison and 84th, please.
Hey, cab! Cab!
Hey, can I give you a lift, Dixie?
Huh?
I got a subway parked in Lexington.
Look, Wherein? I'm busy.
Yes, but you Southerners have a reputation for taking things easy. Why don't we go somewhere and have a drink?
Let go my arm.
How does a mint julep strike you?
You ain't kidding me.
I don't understand you, Dixie. I just thought we might have a little talk. Read any bad books lately?
This ain't going to help her one bit.
Help who?
Dorothy Gould. I'll pick her up again.
Well, I wish you wouldn't. You're annoying the lady.
She's going to be a lot more annoyed before I'm through.
Well, that's too bad. Who are you working for?
None of your business.
Come on, Dixie, break down.
You go let go of my arm.
Okay, but you keep out of her hair.
Sorry, Warren. I only take orders from my client. And he may want me to give her a new toning. I'll be seeing you, boy. Well, that's the story, Mr. Gould. Last I saw your missus, she was in a cab headed uptown.
Why didn't you follow her, Dixie?
I was rather forcibly detained. But you were right about her. She is playing around.
You're lying.
Cut it out.
Admit it. You made this whole story up.
No,
So help me, I'll kill you if you don't tell me the truth.
I am now. Let me go. Why, you knew all along she was cheating.
You shut up.
Well, you must have. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come to me.
Who's the man?
It's a fella named Mike Waring.
Mike Waring? How do you know?
Take a look at this picture.
Well,
That's where he lives. I followed her there.
who is he?
A private dick.
Well, what would Dorothy want with him?
Why don't you ask her?
I've got a better idea. I'll ask him. Beat it, I've got work to do.
Yeah?
You Mike Waring?
That all depends
On what?
on who's looking for him. Now, if the party is loaded,
Come again?
well, isn't that a gun in your pocket?
You're so right.
I wish I weren't.
Shut the door.
Since you put it so nicely.
So you're the boy, huh?
And what boy?
You know what I'm talking about.
Believe me, I haven't the vaguest notion.
Suppose I told you I was Jack Gould. Mean anything to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. You must be the one who hired Dixie Hamilton to shadow Dorothy.
Looks like I made a smart buy.
I don't think so.
How long have you been romancing my wife?
Oh, you're crazy.
How long has it been going on? I asked you something, Waring.
I wouldn't try that again.
You and Dorothy tried to make a fool out of me, didn't you?
Don't give us credit, Gould. You did it all on your own.
I'll kill you for this.
Don't talk like a jerk. You got it all wrong.
I suppose you can explain everything.
Yes, I can, though I don't know why I should bother.
Well, I'd enjoy hearing it. Not that it's going to make any difference.
Your wife just saw me on business.
Don't make me laugh.
She knew Dixie was following her, and she wanted me to find out who was responsible. Well, now we know.
Yeah. Now you know.
But I can't take any bows. You made it real easy for us by coming here.
You expect me to swallow that?
I don't care whether you do or don't. I'm working for your wife.
That all you've got to say?
You don't believe me, do you? Sure, you hated to find out you've been acting like a chump.
That's enough out of you.
All right, now put down the gun, Gould. It won't do you any good. The safety's on.
What?
Now look at it.
What are you talking about?
Mind stop!
Let go!
Come on, drop it. I'll break it if you don't behave. All right, now take it in the corner. Stay where you are while I get it. Where'd you get this gun, anyway?
None of your business.
You know you could hurt somebody with this?
Okay. Go ahead.
What?
Well, aren't you going to shoot me? You could always claim you thought I was a thief. And then you and Dottie...
No, stop talking like an idiot. I tell you, the relationship between your wife and myself is purely professional.
You don't have to lie anymore. You got the gun.
Look, I don't know why I should try to sell you, but I saw your wife for the first time today. She was scared stiff.
Is that on the level?
Yes, it is. Now, you can take it or leave it. It's all the same to me.
But I thought...
No, you didn't think. That's your trouble.
You're going to tell her about this?
Of course I am. I have to. I'm working for her.
Please don't. She'll leave me if she finds out. Listen, Waring, I'll give you $1,000.
No, it's no die school.
But you don't understand. If she
Yes?
knows about it-
Hello. I'd like to speak to Dorothy Gould, please.
Who wants her?
Just tell her it's Mike Waring.
Well, why don't you come over and tell her yourself? Not that it'll do any good.
Who is this?
Sergeant Corbett?
What are you doing there, Corbett?
Well, I ain't minding the store. Were you working for Mrs. Gould?
Yes.
Well, you better apply for unemployment insurance. You're entitled to it.
What are you babbling about?
You're out of a job. The dame was knocked off an hour ago.
Unbelievable as it may sound, accidents on the nation's highways in the last 10 years have killed more than 300,000 Americans like you and me. What's more, they have injured no fewer than 11 million men, women, and children, crippling several million of these victims for life. To get the significance of those figures, try to visualize a great fleet of automobiles, trucks, buses, and other vehicles moving into the city of Jacksonville, Florida, and killing every person there in a decade. Simultaneously, 3 other vast cavalcades of juggernauts move into Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Boston, and all of their suburbs, working so systematically that in 10 years, every last man, woman, and child of the 10,962,000 people in these 3 great metropolitan centers would be injured during these fantastic and horrifying sieges of mobile mayhem. That is the meaning of the highway accident casualty figures of the last decade. Help to protect your own life and the lives of your family by driving safely. Work for greater highway safety for yourself and for your family in your own community and state. And whenever you take the wheel of your own car, drive as though your life depends on it. It does. Now back to the adventures of the Falcon. An hour has passed since Mike Waring learned of Dorothy Gould's death. And now in the murdered woman's apartment.
Got a minute, Sergeant? Yeah, just about. You boys carry on, will you?
Well, what's the scoop? Well, it ain't pretty. She was stabbed 13 times. Any one of them could have done the trick. What was your deal with her?
Well, she was being tailed. She wanted to know who was behind it.
Well, did you find out?
Yes, him.
Her husband?
That's right.
Mr. Gould?
Yes?
Like to see you.
Can't it wait?
I'm sorry.
What do you want?
Waring here tells me you were having your wife followed.
I was.
Why?
I suspected her of seeing some man. I was right. This wouldn't have happened if she wasn't.
What's his name?
He thought it was Mike Waring.
Was it? Don't be a fool.
Hey, Sergeant, can we move the body?
No.
Anytime you're ready.
No, you mustn't. You can't take her away.
Now, look,
I
Gould.
won't let you. She belongs to me.
Easy, fella.
Leave her here. Please. But just a few minutes.
Well, that won't do any good.
All right, Haskell, carry on.
Right, Sergeant. Hey, Miles, give me a hand.
Waring. You've got to find the man she was seeing.
There wasn't any.
No, you're wrong. I know she was. He's responsible for this.
Okay. I'll do what I can.
Easy now.
Can I go with him, Sergeant?
Well...
Let him, Corbett.
Okay. Haskell, take Mr. Gould along.
Thanks, Sergeant. You won't regret this.
What do you think, Mike?
He was really crazy about her.
Yeah. Got any idea who killed her?
Nope.
Got any idea, period?
Yeah, one. I'll let you know if it pays off.
Hey, waiter. Waiter, how about a little service here, huh?
What are you complaining about, Dixie? You're getting as little as possible.
What are you doing here, Waring?
It's a long story. Say, why don't I sit down?
Because you weren't invited.
Now, where's that vaunted Southern hospitality?
I left it in Norfolk.
It's a pretty nice spot. But did you hear what happened on 86th Street in little old New York?
No, tell me.
Dorothy Gould was murdered.
Think of that.
Well, you're taking it pretty calmly.
People die every day.
Yes, but not quite so violently. She was stabbed 13 times.
That just proves my daddy was right. He always said 13 was an unlucky number.
Well, I never thought of it that way. When did you go to work for Jack Gould?
None of your business.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. It is my business. I'm working for him now.
Why, the dirty skunk.
Well, you can't blame him for canning you, Dixie. After all, you flopped pretty miserably. You never did find the boy she was seeing.
I thought it was you.
Nah, you know better than that. Why did you hold out on Gould?
You're the smart one. You tell me.
All right. Was it because you figured on playing both ends against the middle?
How's that?
Suppose you're planning a little shakedown. You know, keep the other man's name out of the picture in return for coin of the realm.
Hey, that's a thought.
Yeah, well, I'd forget it. A woman's been murdered, Dixie. Now, if you know anything...
You want me to cut you in?
How do you think you'd look without those pearly white teeth?
I wouldn't start anything, Waring. I got a lot of friends here.
You wouldn't care to step outside.
What for? This suits me fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dixie, I'll see you around.
I doubt it.
No, I'm going to make it my business. Take care of yourself, fella, until I get a chance to.
Who is it?
Hello, Gene.
Who the devil are you?
You don't know it yet, but I'm a friend of yours.
You're what?
Well, I wouldn't hold out on the cops for everyone. Is that bourbon you're drinking?
Put that down.
Surely you don't begrudge a pal a wee drop.
Who are you?
Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced myself. My name's Dixie Hamilton. I'm a detective.
Detective?
Maybe I should have said a private detective.
What do you want here?
Money?
You're crazy.
I don't think so, Gene. You know a girl named Dorothy Gould?
No.
That's funny, because I got a picture of you two. That's idyllic. I thought maybe you'd be interested in buying it.
Why should I?
Then I won't have to sell it to her husband. Seems he suspicioned his wife was meeting some boy on the sly, and I got a shot that proves he was right.
Where is it?
Right here. You like to see it?
Yeah.
Ain't it a beaut? Look at the detail. You notice how that mustache goes? Now, why did you want to do that for?
Get out.
You're putting me to a lot of trouble, Gene. Now I got to run off another print.
Huh?
You don't know much about photography, do you? You see, once you got a negative, you can run off 1,000,000 copies.
Where's the negative?
Now, that's going to cost you dough. $5,000 to be exact.
Where's that negative?
Just for that, it's going to cost you 10.
Is it?
No, let me alone.
I'll let you alone. No. I'm going to get that negative if I have to kill you. And, brother, that's just the way I'd like.
No.
Look, Gould, don't you think you've had enough?
I'll never have enough. I'll always see her lying there with the blood.
All right. Stop it. You've got to put that out of your
I
mind.
can't. Why haven't you been able to find the man?
Because there is none.
Oh, you're wrong.
Look, did it ever occur to you that you might have been doing Dorothy an injustice?
She's dead, isn't she?
Well, yes.
Then there must be someone. Believe me, I'd give anything in the
Want me
world.
to get that?
Please. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Let me speak to Jack Gould, please.
I'm sorry, he's out.
Well, when do you expect him back?
Well, there's no telling, Dixie.
What'd you call me?
Well, isn't this Dixie Hamilton?
No.
I can't believe there could be two such accents in the country.
Who is this?
Mike Waring.
Listen, Wherein, suppose I told you the name of the boy Dorothy Gould was seeing. What would you do?
Well, first, I'd wonder why you were so good to me.
I got my reason.
What's the matter, Dixie? Wouldn't your other customer buy?
Get smart and I'll hang up.
You'll never get even that way. Who is he? Come on, Dixie. I'll take care of him for you.
His name is Gene Saunders. He lives at the Brighton.
Well, thanks, fella. Much obliged.
Who was that?
Dixie Hamilton. Well, Gould, looks like you were right. There was someone else.
Who is he?
His name is Gene Saunders. I'm going over to see him now.
I'm going with you.
No. We've had one murder already. That's par for the course. Let's leave well enough alone.
Yep.
You Gene Saunders?
That's right.
My name is Mike Waring.
Is that supposed to mean something?
I was hoping it would. You see, I was working for Dorothy Gould. Of course, now I'm employed by her husband.
What are you mumbling about?
Well, he suspected she was seeing some man on the side. Looks like he was right, huh?
Listen, Waring, if you don't get out of here...
Well, look, why don't we go together? You ever been down to police headquarters?
Where do you mind?
What's the idea of the gun?
Well, what do you think?
I think you mislaid your knife. And for your information, you left it in Dorothy.
What did you say?
I think I've said enough.
And I think you haven't even started. No. Now begin at the top of the page and don't leave out a sentence. Because every time you do, you're going to get one of these. Oh.
Every day last year on the highways, an average of 103 Americans like yourself or those in your family were killed in automobile accidents. But a lot of highway deaths don't seem to bother us much unless someone in our own family is killed. We are shocked, however, and do become excited when an occasional disaster or catastrophe strikes and claims a large toll of life. Why? If a tornado over which man has no control strikes several states and kills 100 or 200 people, is that disaster any worse than 100 or 200 Americans being killed in a single day in automobile accidents? The daily toll of 103 deaths in traffic accidents is America's greatest shame, because that toll is repeated year after year by an apathetic nation when it can be greatly lessened. You can do your part in helping to fight this disaster on the highways by being a safer driver and by working in your community and state for strict law enforcement that means safer traveling for all of us. At all times, you must remember to drive as though your life depends on it. It does. Now, back to the adventures of the Falcon. 2 hours have passed since Mike Waring tried to argue with a gun in Gene Saunders' apartment with the usual result.
Oh, my head.
Well, ain't that ironical? First time you use it in a week, and look what it gets you.
Oh, shut up, Sergeant.
Oh, that's a nice, snappy ad lib.
Oh. How did you know where to find me?
I saw Jack Gould. He told me you got a lead to the boy his wife was seeing.
Well, he told you right. How long will it take you to pick him up?
Who?
This Gene Saunders, of course.
Well, that all depends on what we want him for.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Corbett, what's the matter with you? Don't you get it yet?
Maybe I'm thick.
What do you mean, maybe? What? Dorothy was seeing Saunders in the QT.
Maybe she had a reason.
Of course she had a reason. She didn't want her husband to find out about it.
Suppose I told you this Gene Saunders was an ex-con.
Well, that makes it all the more binding.
You might let me finish. He served 5 to 10 at Sing Sing for armed robbery. He got out 6 months ago.
Sure, without a dime to his name, I bet.
Yeah. And from what we've been able to piece together, Dorothy was supporting him.
Well, there you are. That wraps it up.
I don't see how.
He got nervous when he heard her husband was having a tail, so he killed her.
Well, why should he?
He was afraid she'd give him away.
Why don't you ask me Dorothy's maiden name?
Well, what difference does that make?
Well, it might make a lot. It was Saunders.
Saunders? You mean she and Gene
were brother and sister? Oh, you had a beautiful theory there, Mike. Ain't it a shame their parents had to ruin it for you 30 years ago?
It, Waring. I don't understand it at all.
Well, I can't blame you, Gould. Threw me for a loss, too. But this man Dorothy was seeing was her brother, Gene.
But why didn't she tell me?
Well, I can think of one good reason. What would be your reaction if you learned your wife's brother was a graduate of Sing Sing? You wouldn't let her see him, would you?
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't. Not with your makeup. You wouldn't want it noised around that your brother-in-law was an ex-con.
Listen, Waring, there's some mistake.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were right.
There must be another man in the picture.
Who?
What about Dixie Hamilton?
No, you're reaching, pal.
Well, why else would he give me your name?
Because he was being playful.
No. He did it to protect himself. He must have been the one.
Still trying to justify yourself, aren't you?
What?
You've got to believe there was somebody. Otherwise, you committed murder for nothing.
What are you talking about?
You killed Dorothy.
You're crazy.
You never trusted her from the day you were married. What's the matter? Didn't you think you were man enough to hold her?
That's not true.
You wanted to be convinced she was deceiving you. You were begging for
You're
her.
wrong.
When Dixie reported to you that I was the boy, that's all you needed.
No.
Oh, yes. You could have pulled a name out of a hat and you would have been satisfied.
No.
I bet you couldn't wait for her to come home so you could accuse her.
Wait, you don't understand. I love Dorothy.
Sure you did, but you killed her just the same. I can see her backing off, terrified, and you following her with that knife. Every time she tried to get away.
Stop it!
Am I right?
Please!
Am I right?
Please! Yes. I killed her. Let me alone. Let me alone.
You know, Mike, You could have knocked me over with the Empire State Building when you walked in with Jack Gould.
Well, I was kind of surprised myself.
Well, I have to give him credit. Certainly put up a wonderful act.
Well, that was no act, Sergeant.
Why the devil did he do it?
All seems infected that the infected spy, as all seems yellow to the jaundiced eye. Alexander Pope.
Oh, very pretty. What's it mean?
Just what it says. To a guy like Gould, everything his wife did seems suspicious. He was born that way.
But he claimed there was another man.
Naturally. He had to justify himself.
You think he really loved her?
In his fashion. But when that fashion leads to murder, it's never in style. Good night, Sergeant.
The Case of the Weeping Willow. The Case of the Weeping Willow. That's the title of next week's adventure of the Falcon. When Mike Waring learns that sometimes blood is easier to spill than tears. The Adventures of the Falcon are based on the famous character created by Drexel Drake. Produced and transcribed by Bernard L. Schubert, written today by Eugene Wang, and directed by Richard Lewis. Les Damon starred as the Falcon, with Chuck Webster as Sergeant Corbett. This program came from New York. Fred Collins speaking.
Welcome back. There is so much I love about this episode. Dixie is a great counterpart for the Falcon, and such a well-played sleazy character. Alas, it wasn't to be. Although during the Falcon as an intelligence officer run of stories at the end of the series, the same actor did come back and play another character named Dixie, who wasn't quite so sleazy, but actually worked with the Falcon at intelligence and was a savvy operative. Though I guess if you wanted, you could have a headcanon that Dixie also got drafted into active service, and that he and the Falcon decided to let bygones be bygones about their past unpleasantness. I thought the plot was pretty refreshing for the series. There are so many faithless wives on the Falcon, and this is such a different story. The idea of the man she was meeting with being her brother was such a great twist. I also liked the opportunity it gave Corbett to really smack Waring down. It's probably one of the best Chuck Webster moments as Sergeant Corbett. And then you have the psychology of the killer, which makes it so much sense, but is not something you see a lot during the golden age of radio. So again, just a really great episode. Well, now we're going to turn to an episode from our Amazing World of Radio summer series, the summer of Robert Louis Stevenson, and a syndicated radio series called Your Playhouse of Favorites. Because it was a syndicated series, I can't give you a precise original air date, but it aired sometime between 1947 and 1949. Here now is The Suicide Club.
Your Playhouse of Favorites. How do you do? This is Robert Anthony Dean, inviting you to Your Playhouse of Favorites. Our favorite story for today is The Suicide Club, written by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is one of the famous author's greatest short stories, and many who have read it consider it one of the finest classics of all time. In a moment, then, The Suicide Club, starring Dwight Weist as Prince Florizel and Walter Vaughn as his friend Colonel Gerald. From its place on the shelf of immortal classics, we take down now The Suicide Club, written by Robert Louis Stevenson.
I, Colonel Gerald, Master of the Horse, and aide to Prince Florizel of Bohemia, do attest to the truth of this story. It happened during our residence in London, and the strange experience which the Prince and I underwent will live in my dreams for the rest of my days. But let me begin at the beginning. His Highness Prince Florizel was an adventurous man and easily bored. A lover of the eccentric and a seeker after the bizarre, he led me a merry chase around London. But on this particular March evening, Florizel had apparently reached the end of his rope.
Well, Gerald, here we are. The evening's young and nothing to do.
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, come, don't just stand there. Can't you suggest something? Something exciting?
We could go to the ballet again, Your Highness.
A ballet? I'm weary of it.
A musical comedy, perhaps.
No good, Gerald. We've seen every worthwhile show in town.
May I suggest another evening at the Magician's Club, sir?
No, you may not. Those fellows bore me to tears. See one and you see all. I know their tricks by heart.
Perhaps Inspector Wexford will entertain us at Scotland Yard again tonight, Your Highness.
No, Gerald, the thieves he's caught lately are uninspired clods, and the killer stupid.
Then, sir, I'm afraid we've covered about everything.
Yes, Gerald, I'm afraid we have. It seems incredible. Here is a great city teeming with humanity, and you and I can find nothing to interest us.
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, my friend, if we're doomed to be bored, let's endure it on a full stomach. On with your hat and cape, man, and let's go have dinner.
Thus, you see, the evening started out innocently enough. We made our way through the sleet to an oyster bar in the immediate neighborhood of Leicester Square. We had no sooner taken our table, however, when a strange sight met our eye.
Gerald, do you see what I see?
Yes, Your Highness. That young man over there seems to have gone mad. Look, he has a tray full of cream tarts, and he's giving one to each of the patrons here.
Yes. A fastidious young man, too, dressed in the height of fashion, and apparently well situated.
He must be tipsy, or else insane.
On the contrary, Gerald. From a study of his face, I would judge him to be entirely sober and quite sane.
But who in his right mind would go around handing out cream tarts to complete strangers?
We'll soon know. Here comes our interesting young man now.
Sirs, will you honor me by devouring a tart apiece? I can answer for the quality of the pastry and guarantee you'll find it delicious.
My dear fellow, we should be delighted. But first tell me, what is the spirit behind this benevolence of yours?
The spirit, sir, is one of mockery.
Mockery? Of whom?
Of myself.
Still, I do not see where the cream tarts come in.
It's quite simple, my friend. When a man knows he is going to die, he fulfills certain inhibited ambitions. Mine is to go around the city of London handing out cream tarts like so many pennies.
Florizel, what did I tell you?
Come, Gerald, no comment. This desire is perfectly legitimate. What is your name, sir?
Hartley. Robert Hartley.
Permit me. I am Prince Florizel. This is my master of the horse, Colonel Gerald. But now, you said you knew you were going to die.
Yes, Your Highness.
Pardon my intrusion upon your innermost secrets, but have you come to this conclusion because you have a malignant disease?
On the contrary, I am sound both in mind and body. I am weary of the world and reduced to poverty through gambling. I have therefore arranged my decease.
You mean, Mr. Hartley, you intend to take your life by your own hand?
Oh, no, Colonel Gerald. Nothing as crude and as dull as that. I've just joined the Suicide Club.
The Suicide Club?
Yes, Prince Florizel. The clients of the Suicide Club leave this mortal coil on the wings of adventure and chance. It is an excellent institution for those who are bored and weary and without desire to live.
Indeed. Hartley, you interest me. Perhaps you'll be our guest here at dinner and tell us more about it.
Thank you. I'd be delighted.
But, Your Highness...
Come, Gerald. After all, who is more bored with the process of living than you and I?
In the name of heaven, you do not propose to...
Become clients of this Suicide Club? Why not, Gerald? Why not indeed? It sounds like a fascinating adventure.
Actually, the young man knew little about this strange club, except that its membership was exclusive, its head a man called the president, and its initiation fee £40. As to the procedure of the Suicide Club, Hartley was not at liberty to say, for he'd sworn an oath of silence. However, if Prince Florizel and I were truly interested, he would be very happy to put up our names for membership. To this, His Highness eagerly consented. To me, the whole thing was dangerous and fantastic. But His Highness was like a racehorse chafing at the bit, for this was adventure. And at last we took a hansom cab to a grim building overlooking the river, not far from Charing Cross. The young man went into the Suicide Club to prepare for our entrance, and Prince Florizel and I waited outside in the stormy night.
Come, Colonel Gerald, compose yourself. You look like a man in panic.
I beg of you, sir, to discard this mad adventure.
What? Is my master of the horse afraid?
I? Afraid? No, Your Highness, you know better than that. I do not fear for myself, but for you. Let's leave now before it's too late.
Nonsense, Gerald. I'm intrigued by this, and I shall see it through to the end.
But of all our follies, this is the wildest and the most dangerous. Consider the importance of your life, not only to your friends, but to your nation. The consequences of this step may be very grave.
True, but what high excitement, man. What incredible adventure. I cannot wait to enter this Suicide Club. Oh, here's young Hartley now. Well, Hartley, has everything been arranged?
Yes, Your Highness. The President will see you in the cabinet. I have vouched for you and your discretion. You understand that a word too freely spoken by a member would lead to the dispersion of the club forever.
Of course. And now, Gerald.
Yes, sir?
I am all for this adventure. But I see you're not. You may withdraw if you wish.
What? Your Highness, you know me better than that. I'll go in with you and face whatever comes with you.
Thank you, Gerald. Well, Hartley, we're ready.
Excellent. Follow me, gentlemen.
We entered a door and walked through a great room where several men in evening dress were drinking champagne. They seemed nervous and distraught and were obviously waiting for some event to happen. Then we entered an inner chamber and finally came face to face with the president of the club. He was a man of 50 or upwards with shaggy side whiskers, a bald spot on his head, a pair of cold, piercing gray eyes, and a thin mouth which held a large cigar. Coolly, he asked us a number of sharp questions and finally administered the oath, pledging us to silence. Last, he shook our hands and said,
"Gentlemen, you are now members of the Suicide Club. We all know that life is only a stage to play the fool upon as long as the part amuses us. Through this club, you have chosen a decent and exciting way to quit that stage. And I assure you, gentlemen, you will get a run for your money before you enter death's private door."
You interest me no end, Mr. President. Now, as to the procedure.
I assure you, Your Highness, you'll find it fascinating. You saw those men in the main room?
Yes.
The men drinking champagne?
Precisely, Colonel Gerald. Those are the charter members, and soon they'll play a little game of cards. As president of the Suicide Club, I am the dealer.
Yes? And what is the game?
Watch for the ace of spades. That's the card of death. And he who is fortunate enough to draw it leaves this tired world.
Good Lord.
And how does he depart, Mr. President?
by the hand of the man who draws the ace of clubs.
I see. Then it is a game of chance. The ace of clubs eliminates the ace of spades.
Precisely.
Mr. President, a question.
Yes, Colonel Gerald?
How many of these games do you play a night?
Just one.
One?
Yes. But during its course, a man can live a lifetime of adventure.
And if luck is with him, he can survive one game after another and continue to live for months.
True, some of our members have been unfortunate enough to have the ace of spades passed them by. But come, gentlemen. Our little game of cards is about to begin.
It was fantastic, incredible. The green baize table, the president dealing each man a card face down, and each man like a graven image turning his card up. I could feel the sweat pouring off my brow. My heart pounded like a hammer. I looked at Prince Florizel. He stood rigid. There was a hypnotic look in his eyes, and the voice of the president droned down.
Mr. Ashley, your card.
A 3 of diamonds.
Mr. Westley.
The Queen of Hearts.
Prince Florizel.
The 9 of spades.
Colonel Gerald.
King of diamonds.
Mr. Malthus. Mr. Malthus, what is your card?
The ace of clubs.
Well, Mr. Malthus, congratulations. You shall be the official agent for tonight. Now let us see whom you will guide into the hereafter. The deal continues, gentlemen. Mr. Maddox?
The 2 of hearts.
Mr. Faversham?
The 8 of clubs.
Mr. Hartley? Mr. Hartley, we're waiting. What is your card?
The ace of spades.
And so our young friend with the cream tarts, Robert Hartley, had drawn the card of death. The prince and I stumbled out from that horrible place into the cold night air. His Highness was in a state of great reproach for his folly, bemoaning the oath that held him to secrecy. We slept a fitful night, and the next morning, Prince Florizel came into my room, the daily newspaper in his hand.
Gerald, in the name of heaven, read this.
What is it, Your Highness? What? Oh. Melancholy accident. This morning, about 2 o'clock, Mr. Robert Hartley of 16 Chepstow Place, on his way home from a party, fell over the parapet of the Thames embankment, fracturing his skull. Death was instantaneous. Mr. Hartley, accompanied by a friend, Mr. Bruce Malthus, was engaged in looking for a cab when the unfortunate accident... Great heavens, Your Highness.
Macabre game, eh, Gerald?
A murderous game, Your Highness. Let us put Scotland Yard on the track of these assassins at once.
No, Gerald. Remember our oath.
But, sir, can any oath be valid in this desperate business?
I said I'd see this grim adventure out to its very end, my friend. And so I will. You and I are going back to the Suicide Club again. Tonight.
So the curtain falls on Act One of The Suicide Club by Robert Louis Stevenson, a presentation of Your Playhouse of Favorites. Now, back to the story of The Suicide Club by Robert Louis Stevenson, presented by Your Playhouse of Favorites and starring Dwight Weist and Walter Vaughn. As you remember, Prince Florizel and Colonel Gerald, on the search for adventure, meet a member of the Suicide Club, Robert Hartley. They become clients of the club, and in a grim game of cards, Hartley draws the ace of spades, the death card. The next day, Florizel and Gerald read that Hartley has been killed by accident, but they know it's murder. And now, on with the story as told by Colonel Gerald himself.
I pleaded with Prince Florizel to call Scotland Yard and smash this murderous suicide club without further delay. But His Highness wouldn't hear of it. He was tense and grim, and there was a strange fire in his eyes.
Gerald, that unhappy lad Hartley has gone to his death, and the guilt of blood is on the president of the suicide club.
True, but we must admit that Hartley was anxious to depart from this earth.
No, my friend, no man is really anxious if the means of salvation are at hand. Gerald, we have much to answer for. We might have saved the lad, lent him money, given him a new interest in life.
Now, someone else will draw the ace of spades tonight.
Yes, and we'll be there to see it. Gerald, I do not know how it will be done, but I shall have that monster, the president, at my mercy someday. Ah, my friend, what a grim experience. What a lesson was that game of cards last night.
Your Highness, I presume upon my authority to beg you not to go tonight. The duties of your high position forbid this terrible hazard.
I must go, Gerald. The attraction of the suicide club is more than I can withstand. Moreover, I want to follow the president, to watch him, to smash his nefarious career myself. I confess I show weakness here.
Weakness, Your Highness? You?
Yes, Gerald. I must follow this adventure through to its terrible end. I cannot call a halt. It is like a drug driving me on.
Then, sir, if we go to the suicide club again tonight, I beg permission to spend the hours of today by myself.
Of course, Gerald. But why?
I wish to make a will and straighten out my affairs. If I am chosen tonight to step into the hereafter, I should like to do so with my house in order. That night, we again took a hansom to the club, and after careful scrutiny were admitted into the main room. There were fewer men there than the night before. Their attitude was the same, tense, anxious, and waiting. As usual, champagne was being served. An excellent vintage, by the way. And as the prince and I emptied our glasses, the president came forward to greet us.
Prince Florizel, Colonel Gerald, good evening. I'm delighted that you honor us tonight.
We find your club irresistible, Mr. President. And to you personally, I should like to tender my congratulations.
Yes, on what, Your Highness?
On the manner in which Robert Hartley departed from this earth. I like to meet with efficiency, and I find much of it in you.
Thank you, sir. I try to handle these things with some delicacy. There's no one in London who will question the validity of the accident.
Incidentally, Mr. President, I too must compliment you on quite a different matter.
Yes, Colonel Gerald?
You're a man of financial acumen, too. Each night when the ace of spades is drawn, you become richer by the initiation fee of £40. And a game played every night would net you almost £300 each
True.
week.
It is a tidy figure. Someday I hope to retire into the country and pursue the delights of horticulture. Flowers are my hobby, you see. But come, gentlemen, a toast and champagne.
A capital idea, Mr. President. Whom shall we toast?
I leave that honor to you, Prince Florizel.
Very well, then. Gentlemen, to the memory of Robert Hartley.
An excellent toast, sir. Hartley was one of my favorite clients. I enjoyed his company. I almost hated to see him go. But now, shall we get down to the business of the evening?
By all means, Mr. President.
Gentlemen, the game is about to begin.
Again we gathered around the green baize table. Again the president shuffled the cards and began to deal them one by one. Again that frantic tension, that awful excitement, that almost unbearable waiting as the president droned down.
Your cards, Count Russell?
The 7 of hearts.
Mr. Malthus?
The 2 of spades.
Well, Mr. Malthus, better luck next time. Your card, Mr. Westlake?
The Jack of diamonds.
Mr. Maddox? Come, Mr. Maddox, your card. The ace of clubs. Well, Mr. Maddox, so you're the official for this evening's entertainment. This is your first time as a liquidating agent, is it not?
Yes. I've never killed a man before.
Oh, come, sir. Don't be downcast. You'll be surprised how easily it can be done. Come, gentlemen. You must still pick the supreme winner. Let's go on with the deal. Your card, Mr. Fatherson?
9 of spades.
Dr. Lefebvre?
King of hearts.
Baron Van Ernst?
6 of clubs.
Mr. DeWitt?
Queen of diamonds.
Colonel Gerald?
The 5 of hearts.
Prince Floritzel? What is your card, Your Highness?
The ace of spades.
Oh, did you hear it?
Now the deadly game was over. Now Prince Florizel had drawn the card of death. A loud roaring filled my brain, and the room swam before my eyes. Finally, I steadied and looked at His Highness. He was cold and calm. Not an eyelid flickered, not a muscle twitched. The president went to him and shook his hand.
Congratulations, Your Highness. Only your second evening and you draw the winning card. What a stroke of luck.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate my good fortune.
Would you care for a little brandy? Most of our winners seem to require it.
I am quite at ease, sir. I do not require any artificial stimulants. And now let me ask you, what are my instructions?
To be sure, your instructions. You will note that Mr. Maddox, the gentleman who drew the ace of clubs, has already left the room.
Yes.
You will proceed along the Strand in the direction of the city, and on the left-hand pavement until you meet that gentleman. He will continue the instructions, and you will obey them implicitly, since the authority of the club is vested in him tonight. Is that clear?
Quite clear, Mr. President.
Very well. And now, Prince Floritzel, I wish you a pleasant walk.
Quickly, I left the suicide club as the prince was getting his hat and cape. I leaped into a carriage waiting on the corner, and a man was waiting for me behind the curtained window.
Well, Colonel Gerald?
He will be out shortly, Excellency. He drew the card of death.
Ah, then we must stop him at all costs.
Your men are posted around the building?
Yes, everything has been arranged. Look, Colonel, here comes His Highness now.
Yes. Yes, look. Your men have pounced on him. Now they're bringing him to the carriage.
Quick, men, in with him. All right, driver, you have your orders.
What is the meaning of this? What? Why, it's you, Gerald.
Yes, Your Highness, and with a mutual friend.
Fortescue, our Minister of State. What are you doing in London?
I have come to take you back to Bohemia, Your Highness.
What? Gerald, was this ambush your doing?
Yes, it was, sir. I beg Your Highness to pardon my zeal. I arranged all this today at the embassy before we came here.
Colonel, this is a very presumptuous deed. Without my authority, you dared...
Do not blame the Colonel, Your Highness. He acted upon my orders. Your presence is urgently needed in your own country.
But, Fortescue, you do not understand. I've made a sacred oath that I must fulfill.
I know this mad notion of throwing away your life through the suicide club. But the oath is now broken, sire. Your life no longer belongs to you to fritter away. Your Majesty...
What do you mean?
The king, your father, has just passed away. Now you are king, and your life belongs not to you alone, but to the people of Bohemia.
That night, the prince slipped away from our flat while I was out arranging our transportation to our native land. And when I returned to find him missing, I knew where he had gone. A hansom cab took me at breakneck speed to the suicide club. And then as I raced through the entrance, I heard... Your Highness, what? President. Killed him.
The consequences of an honorable duel, Colonel. He selected pistols himself.
But you were wounded. Your shoulder.
It is nothing. The president is much better at cards than he is at pistols, Gerald.
Sire, when I think of the risk you took, of the consequences to our country,
Come, my friend, compose yourself. I could never have left London knowing that this master of murder was still alive. I swore that I would rid the world of this monster and his grim institution, once and for all time. Now, Gerald, my task is done, and I shall be a better man and a better monarch for it.
And thus ended the adventure of the Suicide Club. The club members fled, and as far as I know, never gathered for a game of cards again. But this I do know, it will live in my dreams for the rest of my days.
And so the curtain falls on The Suicide Club by Robert Louis Stevenson, starring Dwight and Walter Vaughn, and presented by Your Playhouse of Favorites. This is Robert Anthony Dean, reminding you that front row seats are reserved for you the next time our curtain rises on another romantic classic, presented for your favorite listening pleasure by Your Playhouse of Favorites.
Welcome back. Like pretty much every other Golden Age of Radio adaptation of the series, the Suicide Club is greatly abbreviated from Stevenson's original work, which is actually told across three short stories. This one focuses mostly on the story of the young man with the cream tarts, but adds the end from the final story, The Adventure of the Handsome Cab. It's certainly a very thought-provoking tale with some really life-affirming undertones in ways that might not seem obvious at first. Well, from one thought-provoking Stevenson piece to another, we have probably my favorite Snack Wagon episode of the last year, which featured a reading of one of Stevenson's letters. Now, that might not seem particularly interesting, but this one is read by Orson Welles, who always brings something to whatever piece he's performing, and there's actually quite a bit here as written, so let's go ahead and hear Orson Welles reading from Stevenson's defense of Father Damien of Molokai on the Radio Almanac on May 24th, 1944.
Half a century ago, there was a Dr. Hyde who was a missionary in the South Seas and who's remembered today because he wrote a public letter to a reverend brother of his, a certain Dr. Gage. In this letter, Dr. Hyde attacked the character and memory of a Catholic priest who had died 2 years before in the leper colony at Molokai. This priest, Dr. Hyde declared, was dirty, coarse, headstrong, and bigoted, and not pure in his personal life. Now, this priest, whom Dr. Hyde called dirty and impure, was none other than the martyr, Father Damien, whose selfless devotion to his island parish was climaxed on that Sunday morning in 1885, when he commenced his sermon not with the accustomed words, "My brethren," but with the terrible and heart-rending address, "We lepers." Dr. Hyde's letter was printed in a Sydney newspaper, and that miserable cleric may well have regretted to his dying day that it was ever noticed by the literary gentleman whose answer I'm going to read to you now. Sydney, February 25th, 1890, to the Reverend Dr. C.M. Hyde, Beretania Street, Honolulu, Sir. You may remember that you have done me several courtesies, for which I am prepared to be grateful, but there are duties which come before gratitude, and offenses which justly divide friends. Your letter to the Reverend H.B. Gage is a document which, in my sight, if you had filled me with bread when I was starving, if you had sat up to nurse my father when he lay a-dying, would yet absolve me from the bonds of gratitude. You belong, sir, to a sect, I believe my sect, which has enjoyed and partly failed to utilize an exceptional advantage in the islands of Hawaii. This is not the place to enter into the degree or causes of their failure, but this much must be plainly dealt with. In the course of their calling, the missionaries, or too many of them, grew rich. It may be news to you that the houses of missionaries are a cause of mocking on the streets of Honolulu. It will at least be news to you that when I returned your civil visit, the driver of my cab commented on the size, the taste, and the comfort of your home on Beretania Street. No, your sect, and remember, as far as any sect avows me it is mine, has not done ill, in a worldly sense, in the Hawaiian kingdom. When calamity befell their innocent parishioners, when leprosy descended and took root in the islands, to that prosperous mission and to you, as one of its adornments, God sent at last an opportunity. I know that others of your colleagues look back on the inertia of your church and the intrusion and decisive heroism of Damien with something almost to be called remorse. I'm sure it is so with yourself. I'm persuaded your letter was inspired by a certain envy. But, sir, when we have failed and another has succeeded, when we have stood by and another has stepped in, when we sit and grow bulky in our charming mansions, and a plain, uncouth peasant steps into the battle under the eyes of God and succors the afflicted and consoles the dying, and is himself afflicted in his turn, and dies upon the field of honor, the battle cannot be retrieved. It is a lost battle, and lost forever. Your church and Damien's were in Hawaii upon a rivalry to do well. You having in one huge instance failed and Damien succeeded, I marvel it should not have occurred to you that you were doomed to silence. That when you had been outstripped in that high rivalry and sat inglorious in the midst of your well-being, in your pleasant rooms, and Damien, crowned with glories and horrors, toiled and rotted in that pigsty of his under the cliffs of Kalawao, you, the elect who would not, were the last man on earth to collect and propagate gossip on the volunteer who would and did. I think I see you, for I try to see you in the flesh as I write these sentences. I think I see you leap at the word pigsty. He was a coarse, dirty man. These were your own words. And you may think I am come to support you with fresh evidence. In a sense, it is even so. Damien has been too much depicted with a conventional halo. Such information as I have, I gathered on the spot from those who knew him well and long, who beheld him with no halo. These gave me what knowledge I possess, and I learnt it in the place itself, Kalawao, which you've never visited. You, I imagine, to be one of those persons who talk with cheerfulness of that place which oxen and wain ropes could not drag you to behold. You do not even know its situation on the map, probably denounce sensational descriptions, stretching your limbs the while in your pleasant parlor on Beretania Street. When I was pulled ashore there one early morning, there sat with me in the boat two sisters bidding farewell in humble imitation of Damien to the lights and joys of human life. One of these wept silently. I could not withhold myself from joining her. Had you been there, nature would have triumphed even in you. And as the boat drew nearer and you beheld the stairs crowded with abominable deformations of our common manhood, and you saw yourself landing in the midst of such a population as only now and then surrounds us in the horror of a nightmare, what a haggard eye you would have rolled over your reluctant shoulder toward the house on Beretania Street. Had you gone on, had you found every fourth face a blot upon the landscape, had you visited the hospital and seen the butt ends of human beings lying there, almost unrecognizable, but still breathing, still thinking, still remembering, you would have understood that life in the lazaretto is an ordeal from which the nerves of a man's spirit shrink, even as his eye quails under the brightness of the sun. You would have felt it was, even today, a pitiful place to visit and a hell to dwell in. And observe that which I saw and suffered was from a settlement purged, bettered, beautified. It was a different place when Damien came there and made his great renunciation and slept that first night under a tree amidst his rotting brethren, alone with pestilence, and looking forward with what courage, with what pitiful shrinkings of dread, God only knows, to a lifetime of dressing sores and stumps. You say that Damien was coarse. It's very possible you make us sorry for the lepers who had only a coarse old peasant for their friend and father. Damien was dirty, you say. Think of the poor lepers annoyed with this dirty comrade. Damien was headstrong. I believe you're right again, and I thank God for his strong head and heart. Damien was not sent to Molokai, but went there without orders. I have heard Christ in the pulpits of our church held up for imitation on the ground that his sacrifice was voluntary. Damien had no hand in the reforms, you say. If ever man brought reforms and died to bring them, it was he. There's not a clean cup or towel in the bishop home, but dirty Damien washed it. Damien, you say, was impure in his personal life. How do you know that? Is this the nature of the conversation in the house on Beretania Street, which the Camden envied, driving past racy details of the misconduct of the poor peasant priest toiling under the cliffs of Molokai? When I was there, I heard complaints of Damien. Why was this never mentioned? True, I'd heard it once before. I must tell you how. There came to Samoa from Honolulu one who in a public house on the beach volunteered that Damien had been guilty of misconduct and had sickened from having contact with lepers. The man sprang to his feet. I'm not at liberty to give his name, but from what I heard, I doubt if you would care to have him to dinner in Beretania Street. You miserable little, here's a word I dare not print, it would so shock your ears. If the story were 1,000 times true, he cried, can't you see you're 1,000,000 times lower for daring to repeat it? Reverend sir, I'll suppose your story to be true. I will suppose, and God forgive me for supposing, that Damien faltered and stumbled in his narrow path of duty. I'll suppose that in the horror of his isolation, perhaps in the fever of disease, he, who was doing so much more than he had sworn, failed in the letter of his priestly oath. He, who was so much a better man than either you or me, who did what we would never dreamed of daring, he, too, tasted our common frailty. Oh, the pity of it. The least tender should be moved to tears, the most incredulous to prayer. And all that you could do was to pen your letter to the Reverend H.B. Gage. Is it growing at all clear to you what a picture you've drawn of your heart? You had a father. Suppose this tale were about him and some informant brought it to you, proof in hand. I'm not making too high an estimate of your emotional nature when I suppose you would regret the circumstance. That you would feel the tale of frailty the more keenly since it shamed the author of your days. And that the last thing you would do would be to publish it in the religious press. Well, the man who tried to do what Damien did is my father, and the father of the man in the public bar, and the father of all who love goodness. And he was your father, too, if God had given you the grace to see it. Signed, Robert Louis Stevenson.
This is such a stirring performance. Usually when I play an episode, then it's done, it goes into the archives. It has been many months since we first played this on the old-time radio snack wagon, and I still have it on my phone, and I find myself listening to it multiple times each month. It says a lot about the type of lives we live, the way we judge others, and the way we try to bring other people down to raise ourselves up. And it's very challenging, and I think very relevant today. As I mentioned when I played it on the old-time radio snack wagon, Father Damien's reputation and legacy are very well regarded. He was canonized by the Catholic Church as Stevenson predicted, and there are actually 2 noted statues to Father Damien, one which stands in the Hawaii state capitol, and the other standing in Statuary Hall in the U.S. Capitol. Now, one other thing I mentioned when I played this on the old-time radio snack wagon is that some people, when they encounter this letter, they often think that Stevenson named Mr. Hyde from the story Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde after Reverend Hyde. But the book was written years before this letter. However, Donna Fletcher Crowe, who's a very prolific author, written a lot of mysteries as well as quite a bit of historical fiction, actually covered our Robert Louis Stevenson story for her blog, and she was really interested in this piece as well. And she speculated that maybe Stevenson sensed the duplicity in his acquaintance, and that influenced his decision to name the character Hyde. Don't know if it is true, but it's an interesting idea I hadn't thought of or heard anybody mention before. Well, now we turned back to detective stories, and we have an episode of Mr. and Mrs. North. This one originally aired December 9th, 1947, and the title is Call Me Choo Choo.
Colgate-Palmolive Peet Company, makers of Halo shampoo to glorify your hair and Colgate tooth powder to get teeth sparkling and super clean, bring you Mr. and Mrs. North, starring Joseph Curtin and Alice Frost. In all respects, Pam and Jerry North's car is an excellent car with only one defect. It always picks the long way home. That's especially the trouble tonight when Pam and Jerry are coming from a weekend in the country, and the car seems to have chosen the longest, darkest, and most deserted road.
Pam, I'll have to take 10 minutes shut-eye, darling, before we can go on. I'm getting dangerously sleepy.
Well, let's do it then, Jerry. This is no place to have a smash-up.
Just lie back in the seat, dear.
Right. Oh, I can just feel myself drifting right off to sleep, can't you? Jerry. That's right. Go to sleep right while I'm talking. For all you know, I might have had something very interesting to say. I didn't, but I might have. Jerry.
What?
Listen.
Somebody's playing a musical instrument. Way out in the country. He's good, too.
Where's it coming from? I don't see any houses. I wonder... Look, there, by the side of the road.
A man playing a clarinet and coming toward us.
He's seen us.
Hey, come with me. Come with me, this way.
Why, what's the matter?
Just behind those trees. Come and see.
What's there?
A tree got in the way of my car.
Oh, an accident. Anybody hurt?
A girl. And the tree killed her. She's dead. Please come and help me. Huh?
Right away.
Where's your car?
Over here behind these trees, see?
Holy... You really smashed up.
The girl's in the seat. Help me, will you?
Jerry, you look and see.
Right. Say, there's no girl in your car, alive or dead.
What? Well, she was here a minute ago.
Are you sure?
Could you kill a girl and not know it?
We better look around for her, hadn't we?
Jerry, our car's starting up.
Hey, stop! Stop!
That was the girl who took your car.
But you said she was dead.
But That's right, she was dead.
She isn't now.
Stop! Come back! That's our car!
Which way did she go?
Well, that way, didn't you see? Jerry, here's a brand new man.
What? Oh. Who are you? Where'd you pop from?
I've been right here with you all the time.
I didn't see you. Oh, but I guess it's so dark.
Sure. That's why you didn't see him. It's so dark. Lady, you said the girl drove your car toward New York?
Well, you were right here, too, you said. You must have seen the car go.
Only he didn't, lady. It's so dark. Let's not argue about it. If she drove toward New York, I know exactly where she's going. Get in.
Get in what?
My car. It's right here. Come on.
I didn't see any other car here.
Of course you didn't. It's so dark. My car's been here right along. What's the matter with you anyway? Now, all of you, get in and we'll go to town. Here we are. Made it fast, didn't we?
If you ask me, we made it in no time.
Oh, it's too dark here. I'm going inside where it's dark.
What place is this? It's a pretty gloomy-looking house.
This is where the girl came. It's where we all live. So long.
So long? What about our car? And the girl who was dead, but isn't?
What dead girl? What are you talking about?
The girl in your car in the wreck. Oh, only she wasn't there, and then she stole our car.
Lady, you're all mixed up. Sure, it's so dark. Well, so long. Me too, so long.
Wait. If you're going inside and you think the girl's in there, we're going in, too.
Oh, no, you're not. Murder goes on in that house, and you're not allowed.
But the girl's got our car in there.
Nothing doing. It's dark in that house, and if you go in, you'll get killed.
Hello. He's gone.
I never saw people move so fast. Jerry, we've got to find out what happened to our car.
The only way we can do that is to get into that house.
Jerry, it's so dark.
You sound like that clarinet player.
This is the darkest cellar I've ever been in.
I don't think it's a cellar, dear. It's a corridor. I can touch both walls at once.
Oh. Do you hear anything?
No. We'll have to get upstairs. Here's the door.
Can you open it?
I can't find the handle. Oh, here it is. Stick right behind me, Ben.
I'm so close behind you. I'm practically in front of you.
Here it goes. It's heavy. There.
Oh! Jerry, what is it?
It's a jam session. These men are musicians getting together and playing just for themselves.
There's the man who drove us in. He's playing the trumpet.
And next to him, that clarinet player.
There's no air in here.
And it's hot.
Jerry, there's the girl, and she's singing.
Yes, her mouth's open, but the orchestra's so loud I can't hear her. Can you?
No. Oh! Jerry, look at the walls. They're closing in on us. The room's getting smaller and smaller.
But look behind the musicians. There's no wall at all. Only black space.
We'd better get out of here.
Oh, no. You can't get out now.
Oh, the clarinet player. But how can you be talking to us here? Your clarinet's still playing.
My clarinet plays by itself.
Huh?
I told you not to come in here, didn't I? Now you're gonna die.
Jerry!
You're gonna die by the knife in my hand.
Jerry, where are you? Help me!
He's gone. Now listen to that trumpet. Listen to him climb. Okay, boys? 1, 2. When he hits high C, this knife goes right into you.
Oh, no. Jerry! Jerry, where are you?
Listen to the trumpet. G sharp. A. B flat. Now look at this knife, and here comes high C.
Jerry!
Pam! Pam, darling, what's the matter?
Help me! The knife! I see! Don't leave me.
I'm right here, sweetheart. Wake up.
Wake up. Huh? Oh, I was asleep.
Sure.
Oh, darling, what a horrible dream.
It must have been. You were waving your arms and kicking your legs. But you're safe in the car, and we can start driving home again.
Oh. You know, darling, it all started when I dreamed I heard a clarinet playing. And then I saw... Jerry, am I awake?
We both are. And I hear it, too. Somebody's playing a clarinet somewhere near us on the road.
Yes, Pam and Jerry are awake now, but it's still pretty dreamlike to hear a clarinet in the country on a dark, dark road.
Halo, everybody, halo. Halo is the shampoo that glorifies your hair, so halo, everybody, halo.
Use Halo shampoo if you want naturally bright and beautiful hair. Remember, even finest soaps and soap shampoos hide the natural luster of your hair with dulling soap film. But Halo contains no soap, therefore cannot leave dulling soap film. The first time you use Halo, your hair glistens in all its natural brilliance. The natural color and luster shine through like sunshine through a clean window pane. And remember, even in hardest water, Halo makes oceans of rich, fragrant lather. Halo quickly carries away loose dandruff and grease, needs no lemon or vinegar rinse, because Halo leaves no dulling soap film, nothing to hide your hair's natural beauty. Say hello to Halo and goodbye to dulling soap film. Use Halo on your children's hair, too. Get Halo shampoo at any cosmetic counter. Remember, Halo glorifies your hair.
So halo, everybody, halo. Halo shampoo, halo.
Now, back to Mr. and Mrs. North.
Jerry, we've got to see what it is.
I know what it is, darling. A clarinet being played on a dark road on a dark night. The point is, why?
It's coming from behind those trees.
We'll see in a minute.
Now it's going away, Jerry.
Yeah.
Maybe drawing us after it, like the Pied Piper of Hamelin. I'm right. Look at that car against the tree.
Pretty badly smashed. Someone may be hurt.
Maybe it's a girl. Oh, but she isn't there now.
What makes you say that?
That's the way it was in my dream. Is there?
Yes, there's a girl.
She's there? Oh, but she's not dead, is she?
She's alive, then.
Oh, somehow I knew she would be.
Loopy, you gotta take me back. You've gotta, Loopy, or I'll... Oh, who are you?
We found you here in the wrecked car, miss. Are you badly hurt?
No, I just hit my head, I guess.
Here, let me help you out.
Thanks. Where's Loopy?
The man who was playing the clarinet? We heard him, but we haven't seen him.
Good. You got a car? Could you take me back into the city with you?
We'll be glad to. And you ought to see a doctor. How'd the crash happen?
Loopy tried to get me to run away with him, and when I caught on, he wouldn't turn back. I crashed the car on purpose. Loopy's the greatest hot clarinet in this world, or out of it. I'm Mona Tremont.
I guess we ought to know who you are, but...
I'm a hot singer. They call me the Scat Girl. I guess you don't get around.
No. But shouldn't we try to find Loopy?
I don't want to find him. I don't want to get back to the city. Hey, wait a second.
Here's another car.
It's Eddie. Eddie, darling.
Morning, baby. You okay?
Eddie, I'm so glad you got here. Now you can take me back into town.
You bet, honey, and I want to get my hands on Loopy.
Loopy doesn't seem to be around here anymore.
Excuse me, folks. This is Eddie Rayburn, a hot trumpet if there ever was one.
We're Mr. and Mrs. North.
Hi.
And as you're in good hands, Mr. Mont, we'll be getting back to our car.
Wait a minute.
What?
Eddie.
Huh?
Something's been stolen from my handbag.
You know what it is?
You bet. And so do you.
So maybe that was Loopy's doing.
That guy must be around here someplace.
Jerry, our car's starting.
Hey, wait! That's Loopy thing. Got a gun, Mr. No.
Look out!
How do you like that?
Oh, Eddie, you know where he's going, don't you?
Yeah. But how do you know I know?
I wish I didn't. Won't you take us with you in your car?
Okay, hop in. Okay, Cats. There's your crate parked just ahead.
I never expected that. Jerry, we've got the car back.
I hope it's all in one piece. Anyway, thanks very much for the lift, Eddie. And Mona, I hope you're okay.
I will be. So long, folks, and thanks.
Oh, just a minute. I want to see that Loopy McGee and give him a piece of my mind for stealing our car.
Now, look, Mrs. North, you're not going to see Loopy.
I'm giving a private party. And you're not coming into that building with us or you'll get hurt. Permanently. Now take your car and get going. So long.
Nice people.
We better go, Pam. It's late and there's our car.
Jerry, I'm remembering that awful dream, and it's all coming true. This strange building. This is where Eddie brought us before.
Darling, forget it. Dreams never come true.
I know, but something tells me we're not going to leave here.
No? Just watch us. Get in, dear. I'll get in the other side.
Jerry, look at this here on the seat.
Never mind, dear. Never mind. Get in.
But Jerry, it's a wanted circular for an escaped convict.
Huh? Wanted Eddie Malden escaped 6 weeks ago from state penitentiary while serving 3-year term for armed robbery. Dangerous. Former occupation, trumpet player.
Look at the picture. That's Eddie, the man who drove us into town, the man who just took the girl into that building.
And this must be the thing Mona missed from her handbag. Loopy stole it from her.
And they were both scared because Loopy found out he's a fugitive.
That's right, Mr. North. Now I'll take it from you.
Oh, Eddie, well, we thought you were inside.
Give me that thing.
Here you are. Well, so long, Eddie.
Hold it. Now that you know who I am, you think I'm going to let you run off and call the police? Not a chance. Come on inside.
Oh, dear. What are you going to do with us?
Keep you locked up in the cellar while I finish some unfinished business?
Just a second, Pam. The door's opening.
Don't make any noise, Jerry.
Not if I can help it. One more push. Okay, we're out.
Oh,
Gosh, it's dark.
Jerry, it's exactly like it.
Like what?
Like the way it was in my dream. I wonder where that door is. Oh, I remember now. We just turned a corner, and there...
Wait a minute.
Oh!
Don't move.
Who's that?
I don't know. Just a man I bumped into in the dark.
Won't be dark long. There's a light right here. There. Oh, there's two of you characters. Just what do you got in mind sneaking around here? Talk fast or you'll get in trouble.
Let's begin by finding out who you are.
Flash Farrell, Mona Tremont's manager and future husband. And there's a private jam session going on, and you haven't been invited. Now you take a course.
Jam session? Then there is a jam session.
Yeah. What do you want with it?
We've got to get in there to prevent
Pam!
Mr. Farrell, I want you to hear me sing.
You sing, do you?
Oh, haven't you heard of me? I'm Pam, Choo-Choo North. Choo-Choo. That's my style.
Okay, Choo-Choo. And who's this guy?
Look, Mr. Farrell.
That's my husband, Hot Lips North. Did you ever hear him play on the zither?
Zither? Who can play hot on a zither?
Oh, you never heard Hot Lips. Has he, Hot Lips?
No, he never has.
It all sounds fishy to me.
Okay, then. Just show us where the jam session is.
Okay, Choo-Choo. And the first thing we'll do is to hear you sing. And you better be good.
Bongo, 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 I don't want to leave the Congo, so I think I'll stay where I am. Choo-choo, civilization, I'll stay right here. Choo-choo.
Okay, Choo-Choo, you're not so bad. She's okay, isn't she, boy? Not bad.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it, Mr. Farrell. Oh, Jerry, the way it was before, Loopy had a knife. See if he has one now.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hey, North.
Yeah?
Who let you out, Farrell?
No. We let ourselves out and met him in the corridor.
Now, look, North. Anybody that crosses me up gets it, including Flash Farrell. I'll kill anybody that gets between me and Mona.
Farrell's in love with her, too, isn't he?
Look at her, boy. Wouldn't you be?
I've got a very charming wife, thank you.
Say, Hot Lips. Hot Lips.
Oh, yes, Farrell?
Sorry, we haven't got a zither for you.
Oh, that's all right, Farrell.
Oh, how did you think I was, Hot Lips?
Just great. Choo-choo?
Eddie, how about giving us a number? Oh, sure, Loopy, but I'll have to make it the last for tonight. Okay, Eddie, but come on. Come and Flash.
Yeah, sure. I'll see you later, Choo-Choo.
Come on.
Jerry, it's more and more like my dream. You've got to stop Eddie from playing.
Okay, I'll try.
Hiya, folks. Say, I didn't know you two were hip.
Hip? To what?
To the ribbon. I didn't know you had the power.
Look, Mona, I've got to get over to the bandstand.
No, you don't. There's a gun in this handbag of mine. Make like you're just chatting so nobody gets leery.
What's the matter?
I saw Eddie talking to you. What'd he tell you?
He said he'd kill anybody that came between you and him. That means Loopy, because he knows about Eddie.
Does Farrell know about Eddie, too?
No, he doesn't. What are you two going to do?
We don't know.
I'll tell you what to do. Nothing. Just you two keep your trap shut or you'll have bad trouble with me.
We can't let him commit murder.
No.
Hey, folks, shut up, will you? Eddie's going to rip out with a little lip. All set, Eddie? Take it high.
Oh.
Going right out the roof. Okay? 1, 2.
Jerry.
Yes, darling.
The dream.
What?
The trumpet was playing and Loopy started to come at me with a knife. The trumpet went higher and higher like he's doing now.
Pam, you're imagining things. Nothing can happen now that he's playing.
A flat. A. B flat. It's getting closer. Jerry, do something. I told you, Jerry.
What's the matter with him?
Here, let me see.
Jerry, is he...
Yes. Eddie Malden is dead.
It's a bad spot for Pam and Jerry, for they know the murderer is right in that cellar room with them. The last word on cleaning teeth is your dentist.
Yes, the last word on cleaning teeth is your dentist.
And over 4,000 dentists in a nationwide survey said Colgate tooth powder with the 2-minute routine gets teeth sparkling and super clean.
Yes, dentists say Colgate tooth powder with the 2-minute routine gets teeth sparkling and super clean.
So to get your teeth sparkling and super clean, to show their full natural sparkle, start today with Colgate tooth powder and this 2-minute routine.
1.
Brush your teeth night and morning for 2 minutes with Colgate tooth powder.
2.
Be sure to brush all 3 surfaces of your teeth, the biting edge, the inside, and the outside.
3.
And always stroke your brush away from the gums.
Remember, dentists nationwide approve Colgate tooth powder with the 2-minute routine. Remember, too, Colgate tooth powder also freshens and sweetens your breath.
The last word on cleaning teeth is your dentist.
And dentists say Colgate tooth powder with the 2-minute routine gets teeth sparkling and super clean.
It looks like he's been poisoned.
Eddie. My Eddie. Okay, which one of you did it? I've got a gun in this bag that's ready for him.
Mona, wait. You'll only get yourself in trouble.
Listen to what the guy says, Mona.
Unless you don't care if you shoot, Mona.
I care, all right. I want to get the guy that did it.
Mona, you're awful sure it was one of us.
That's what I was thinking, Mr. Farrell. Mona, you were certainly anxious before to keep us away from Eddie.
You're onto it, Pam. How about it, Mona?
If anybody tries to hang Eddie's murder on me, they'll go right along with him. I loved him.
Mona, don't point that gimmick at me.
Listen to reason, Mona.
I'm listening. Somebody talk.
Pam, I've got an idea.
No tricks now, Mr. North.
What is it, Jerry?
Eddie told me he was going to kill Loopy because Loopy knew he was a convict. And we all know Loopy was in love with Mona.
You mean I killed him? You're off beat, mister.
Not much. You killed him to get a free hand with Mona.
Okay, Loopy. This looks like the last chorus for you.
Jerry, wait. That doesn't make sense.
Now you're in the groove, Mrs. North.
Oh, but it does make sense. Good sense. Sure, Loopy killed him. He hated Eddie.
Don't you move, Farrell. Don't any of you forget this gun.
I'm not forgetting it. But you listen, Mona. You yourself told us that Farrell didn't know that Eddie was an escaped convict.
That's right.
What are you getting at, Pam?
Well, Loopy didn't have to murder Eddie to get him out of the way. He knew Eddie was an escaped convict, and so all he had to do was report him to the police. But Flash, you didn't know that. And so to get Mona away from him, you thought you had to kill him.
That's a lie.
Farrell, you're going after Eddie.
Don't shoot, Mona. Grab him, Loopy. I got him. Me too.
Nice going, Mrs. North. You sure got the power.
Oh, just call me Choo-Choo. Oh, Jerry, what a night. Now it's almost dawn.
We'll be home in a moment, darling. And then some sleep.
I could go to sleep right now.
Hmm.
Jerry, listen.
It's that clarinet again.
Where's it coming from? Am I dreaming
And
or
so
am I
once
awake?
again, the Early Risers Club greets you with music to put you in tune for the day.
Oh, a disc jockey on the car radio.
And we start as usual with our theme, a recording by Loopy McGee and his clarinet.
Want to hear it, dear?
I do not. Take me home and let me sleep and never dream again.
Remember, every Tuesday night at the same time, the Colgate-Palmolive Peet Company, makers of Halo shampoo and Colgate tooth powder, brings you Mr. and Mrs. North, starring Alice Frost and Joseph Curtin. The characters are based on those originally created by Francis and Richard Lockridge. Original music is composed and conducted by Charles Paul. The program is produced and directed by John Loveton.
There's a fragrance that men love, so delightful and gay, caressing the skin you bathe with cashmere bouquet. You're enchanting and trancing with a subtle perfume that whispers of romance in a candlelit room. And it's thrilling to bathe each day with cashmere bouquet. No other soap gives your skin this exciting bouquet.
Be sure you join us again next Tuesday when the Norths are pigeonholed by a pigeon, chased by a pair of lovebirds on the wing, and caught by a murderer who has flown the coop. This is Charles Stark speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is such a unique episode. Detective programs don't usually do dream states, except for Rogues Gallery, which, is an entirely different sort of thing. But this is one of the best portrayals of dreaming that you'll generally hear in fiction. When dreams are used in fiction, they're often too realistic and grounded, as if you're trying to make the audience think something happened and fake them out, or do some other narrative purpose. Here, there are so many nods to the way that dreams actually work, and it becomes really noteworthy when you go back and listen to it again. I also love the way the music was used to add tension during the deaths, both in the dream and outside the dream. That's great radio there. And we also got a very nice twist ending, as well as a little bit of Alice Frost singing and showing off her versatility. She actually got started as a singer on local radio up in Minneapolis. Well, now we're going to turn to the great adventurers of old-time radio and Cloak and Dagger. This was a tough call. I was between this and the Black Radio, but decided on this episode because we just played the Black Radio. So here from August 15th, 1950 is The Roof of the World.
Are you willing to undertake a dangerous mission behind the enemy lines, knowing you may never return alive?
What you have just heard is the question asked during the war to agents of the OSS, ordinary citizens who to this question answered, yes.
This is Cloak and Dagger.
Black warfare, espionage, international intrigue. These are the weapons of the OSS. Today's story, The Roof of the World, concerning two American agents who travel into the far-off and mysterious land of Tibet on a secret pilgrimage, is suggested by actual incidents recorded in the Washington files of the Office of Strategic Services. A story that can now be told.
came at us suddenly, out of the darkness. A shaggy monster over 15 feet high. None of us said a word for a minute. We just stared at it.
The tusks. Look at the length of them.
The tusks of this monster must have been at least 12 feet long. And I knew myself that if I hadn't seen it, stood right in front of it, I wouldn't have believed it actually existed either. But I saw it. There was definite proof. It did live. Once.
Okay, lights. Put on the lights, please.
Oh, did you ever see anything like it?
All right now. Quiet, please. Quiet. What you have just seen is the last of our afternoon slides here in the Museum of Natural History on prehistoric animals. This last mammoth was a species of a true elephant which was found in Tibet during and before the Ice Age. Now, are there any questions?
Yeah. How do you get out of here?
Well, if you'll all follow the guide, he'll take you into the next room where you can actually see the skeletons of these monsters, which paleontologists have reconstructed from fossils and actual bones discovered in the earth.
Philip. Oh, Phil.
Oh, hello, Esther. Were you here for the whole lecture?
No, just the last part of it. But you were sensational.
Flattery will get you nowhere. What's that?
Oh, telegram. Here. Just came to the office.
Thanks. No, it's not from me. It's for us.
Oh, who's it from?
Washington. The Office of Strategic Services wants to see us.
Office of Strategic... Now, why in the world do they want us?
Well, there's one way to find out.
Mr. and Mrs. Malden, we know your reputation as geologists and explorers. We know you've traveled the Far East together several times.
That's true, Colonel.
Now, at this stage of the war, Germany is pushing eastward across Africa to Suez, and Japan is thrusting westward across China into India. If the Axis partners meet, their junction will be Central Asia, and dominating that meeting point will be Tibet.
What do you want us to do, Colonel?
We want volunteers to make a pilgrimage to the Dalai Lama, High Priest of Tibet. It'll be a goodwill mission to get them on our side. It involves a great deal of danger.
Yes, we know. Esther?
Well, as long as you're sure that mammoth elephant disappeared from there centuries ago, I'm willing. A few weeks later, we were flown to India, where we were given a car. And then the two of us started out across the border to a village called Gyuksam at the foot of the Himalaya Mountains. Once there, we were to pick up pack animals and a guide and start our journey to the Holy City.
Well, these roads couldn't have been any narrower or any rockier.
Well, they weren't designed for modern travel.
You can say that again.
Phil, are you worried about something?
I'm worried about a lot of things.
For instance?
For instance, this is the worst possible time of the year to be traveling up that mountain. It's almost spring up there, and the thaw's setting in. It's going to loosen the snow and ice all along the way.
Well, we'll just have to be more careful, that's all. Oh, Phil, look, round the bend of the road. That's the village, isn't it?
That's it. That's it.
Wait a minute, Phil. Slow down. Look.
Good Lord.
I should have said was a village.
Burned to the ground.
The old man who sat wailing and moaning, cross-legged on the ground, was the only one left alive in that village.
Bandit tribe, come from mountains, steal, kill, set fire to village.
How is it they spared you?
I am priest sent from Dalai Lama to this village many years past. If they kill hoary man, great plague and pestilence will be upon them.
Well, tell me, where'd you learn to speak English?
In hoary city was taught.
Well, what do we do now, Phil?
We can't leave him here alone. We'll take him with us and drive until we find another village.
Oh, no. I take you.
Huh?
What's that?
Sing to will be guide to hoary city. Here all is lost. Go back to Dalai Lama.
What about pack animals?
A village of Chomda, not far away. We'll go there first.
Chanda was about 10 miles away down the road. It was small, with only a few huts made of sun-dried bricks. Phil was afraid of the spring thaw that was setting in more every day, so we made arrangements with the native chief to start almost immediately.
What do you say, Sington?
Skiangs, wild donkeys, as good pack animals as other white men has.
Oh. What's he talking about? What other white men? Ask him.
Guardano. Strangers leave here 2 days ago on way also to holy city of Rasa. Wear badge with crooked cross.
Phil.
Nazis. We're in a race, Esther. We've got to reach Lhasa before they do.
That was the first we knew that the Germans were ahead of us, going in the same direction, on the same mission. Philip was right. It was going to be a race for time.
Esther, come on. This is no time to pick flowers.
Oh, look at this dwarf rhododendron, Phil. And up ahead, it's like a carpet of blue irises.
There'll be plenty of foliage until we cross the timberline. Then it'll just be cold. And traveling on snow is going to be a lot tougher.
Well, I'm not looking forward to the temperature dropping 100 degrees in 20 miles.
Uh-oh. Watch it. Did you hurt yourself?
No, I just tripped. I guess I must be getting tired. Is it Sing too?
Yes, Mrs. Yes.
How soon will we be able to camp?
Cold Springs, less than half mile ahead. We'll camp there for night.
When we reached the springs, I started dinner out of K rations, which kept our packs light. And by the time I was through, the tent had mushroomed up, and Phil and Sing too were inside, straightening the pole and fixing the blankets for the night.
How about food, Esther?
Soup's on!
Very bon. Mala!
I looked up from the fire to find an unpleasant surprise. 6 unpleasant surprises, carrying rifles and forming a ring of muddy boots all around me. Who are you men? What do you want?
La-la. La-la.
Phil!
What is it?
They do!
Where'd they come from?
I don't know. They're just here, that's all.
Yeah.
Sing too?
These are some of nomad bandits who raid my village.
Huh?
What do they want?
They say they take surprise everything. Guns too. Leader, shoot off gun to show you he mean what he say.
Phil, without our supplies and guns, we'll have to turn back.
Providing they let us turn back.
They hold you hostage. Send me, holy man, back to get ransom.
Oh, Phil.
Hold on. Don't let them know you're afraid of them.
We stood there while they gathered our supplies out of the tent and threw them in a heap by the fire. Sing, too, knew he wouldn't be harmed because he was a holy man. But Phil and I had no idea what was ahead for us. Get your hands off me, you baboon! Oh, Phil!
Leave her alone. You understand? Sing too. Tell them we'll come quietly.
I said, get your filthy hands off me! The machine gun that riddled the bandit leader came from the direction of the brush. And the 6 of them went down, one after another. Then there was silence. And we looked up to see our 2 saviors walking out of the brush in German uniform.
I'm delighted we were able to be of assistance, Americans. I am Commandant Kurt Faber of the German Army. This is Lieutenant Ernst Kessler.
Freut mich.
Well, thank you for saving our lives. I'm Esther Malden, and this is my husband, Philip. Oh, and our guide, Sing too.
You do not seem too surprised to see us here.
We're not. Just surprised you're not 2 days ahead of us the way we thought you were.
Then you knew about us? How?
They told us in the village. They also told us you were headed for the holy city.
They talk too much, those native idiots. Sie können nicht das Maul halten.
Sei still, Ernst. And, are you also going there?
No. Oh, I mean, We're geologists. We're just on an exploring expedition.
Come. Is it quite nice to lie to your benefactors who have just saved your lives?
I don't get that. Why did you?
Well, we saw the American flag sewn on your clothing. That told us immediately who you were, where you were going. We, as you already know, we are also headed for Lhasa to the Dalai Lama. But our guide was killed. The snow loosened under him as we turned the ledge, and he fell.
So you were going back for a guide?
Exactly. But that is some distance away. Time is slipping by.
You have the guide. You will lead us.
Oh, no, we won't. And neither will sing, too. Will you sing, too?
We'll do only as friend Americans tell me.
Verfluchter Hund!
Ernst, you get too excited over nothing. Now remember, Herr Morden, Frau Morden, you have the guide. We have your supplies and your weapons. Let us pool our resources. Go together.
If you think that at the point of our own guns you're going to make us lead you to Lhasa, you're crazy.
Look, you are scientists. I appeal to your logical minds. Is it not safer that since we are traveling the same direction, we travel together? Once we reach the Dalai Lama, that each of us present the case of his country to him.
If you'll forgive me for repeating, Herr Commandant, we're not going to be pushed along with guns in our backs.
Nein. Who said you would be? Here.
Why, Phil, he's giving us back our pistols.
You see?
We trust strangers, gentlemen?
No. Not yet.
It's all right. Go ahead, open them.
Yeah, open the gun if you like. Go ahead, spin the drum. See the cartridges in the chamber.
Yes. Yes, I see them.
You return your guns, loaded as they were. Now shall we forget the war for a while and travel on together?
Okay. Let's try it.
Oh, we're lagging behind them, Phil. Shouldn't we catch up to them?
We will. I want to talk to you.
Ooh, I'm cold. Our temperature went down so fast once we crossed the timberline, I could almost hear it drop.
Oh. What do you think of this situation?
With our friends? I don't know what to think. You trust them?
Of course I don't. Whether they gave us back our guns or not, they're still going to look for a chance to double-cross us before we reach the Holy City.
What are we going to do, Phil?
Just keep an eye out. Look for a way to double-cross them first.
Fresh, clear brook here. Good water to drink. Come.
Come, my friends. You hear what he says? Water. That will taste better than the whiskey in your flask, eh, Ernst?
We're coming.
We caught up with them. And as we leaned over to fill our canteens from the small, clear brook, there was a sudden rumbling.
The water's turned muddy suddenly.
Yeah, it's covered with a dirty foam. Rising too.
Rain.
What's he talking about? It is not raining.
It is in the high regions. That's what turned the water.
But so suddenly.
It happens like that. Races along under the ground, pushing the mud with it.
It's really beginning to thaw, isn't it?
Yes. That's what I was afraid of.
What is there to be afraid of? Answer me.
As the snow starts to melt, it'll start to fall. So just watch your step.
Ernst, is it not good to have 3 such good guides? We are indeed fortunate, was?
Come, more brook, a long way. We walk.
Walk? Why do you think we have these animals?
Keong can be turned loose here. We'll get more and more snow. It's best to climb by foot.
Yes, Sing Tu's right. Besides, the animals won't find any place to graze. It's been getting pretty sparse for miles.
Where will they go?
They are wild. We'll find our own way. Hera!
The packs were heavy, and we were too tired the next 2 days to do much talking. We just watched each other. The jagged paths under us were getting more and more slippery. And below the cliff we could see a sheer drop of hundreds of feet to the glacier. Above us were the snow peaks, and somewhere beyond the holy city of Lhasa, towards which small birds of dull brown, gray, and black seemed to point. And then, the 3rd night after the strange pact had been made between our 2 enemy camps, It happened.
Esther, where are you going?
Oh, to the brook around the bend, Phil. I want to get some water. You take care of the rest.
If you pitch the tent, Herr Morgan, I'll fix the fire. Oh, by the way, where's Elm?
Oh, there it is. I knew I'd seen a brook. Ain't just a little bigger hole in the ice. Oh, there.
Morgan, let me carry that back for you.
Lieutenant Kessler, what are you doing here?
I can see you don't want to be friendly. What a pity.
I'll be friendly enough to give you some good advice.
No.
Save that liquor until you really need it. And stop guzzling it if you intend to keep up on this hike. This is no Boy Scout picnic.
I'm touched by your concern for me.
Don't flatter yourself. What are you doing back here anyway?
You really wish to know? I followed you. I knew you were coming to the brook, so I went round the other way.
You what?
You don't like me. You'd like me very much if you got to know me.
No, thanks. Now, please, get out of my way and let me go back.
But, Kleiner, we may not have another chance to be together alone. You're very attractive, even in those heavy clothes.
I know, very attractive. Besides, I'm the only woman for miles. Now, get out of my way.
I would like to see you in a white gown, diamond clips at your shoulders. Have you got nice shoulders from Morgan?
Leave me alone.
Don't try to pull away
Stop
from
it.
me.
Stop it, you drunken fool.
Just one kiss.
Oh, you big, dumb, drunken Nazi pig.
You watch your tongue.
Get away from me.
What's the matter? Cut it out if you do not. Stop yelling, I say. Stop it. Stop it.
Get away, Kessler. Get away. Leave her alone.
And if I don't?
Give me back my gun. I'll use it.
You have your gun? You would not dare shoot me. Go on, try it. Use your gun.
Ernst, that is enough. Genug, schon genug. Bist betrunken, du Idiot. Do you want him to use his gun on you? Think, Ernst, do you want him to use this gun? He will. I can tell he will.
No.
I'll give this lady your apologies. I order you.
My apologies, Frau Malden.
You both have my word an incident like this will not occur again. Shall we eat and make camp for the night now?
All the next day, Phil and Sing Tu kept me between them as we climbed. I wondered how soon we'd see the holy city, and when all this would come to a head.
Look!
When Sing Tu yelled, we turned around and looked in the direction from which we'd just come. A huge ice pillar swayed for a moment, and then it landed on the path we had come from less than 2 hours before.
Well, this is what we can expect from now on, now that the thaw's set in.
Oh, well, I'll expect it, but I won't look forward to it. Phil, am I mistaken? Or are the days getting longer?
Sleepy?
Uh-huh. You know, it was nice of them to let you and Sing Tu and me have this cave to ourselves.
Well, considering that it's too small to hold more than 3 of us, it wasn't so magnanimous.
Still, they could have tried to grab it for themselves.
Farber seems to be trying to make amends for the way his pal acted the other day.
I wonder what their game is.
Yes, I'd like to know, too. Sing Tu?
Yes. You wish to know how soon we reach Holy City?
He may not talk much, but he's a pretty good mind reader.
That's it, Sing Tu. How long?
Expect to see gates in distance, perhaps tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, that's wonderful.
Is it?
Well, isn't it?
It means time's run out, Esther. If they're going to pull anything, they're going to pull it now.
The Germans were camped under a ledge which protected them from the wind, about 50 feet from us across a narrow crevasse. In spite of all the things that had happened before, or might be going to happen ahead, it was strangely peaceful up there. In the west, a fan of pink rays from the sun shot up from behind the snow range, and overhead a few bright stars twinkled. Presently, the fan flickered and disappeared. And then, in the glow of the full moon, I saw what looked like a long procession of ghosts in the distance, but were actually cascades of snow, melting and falling hundreds of feet, leaping from ledge to ledge. In the morning, the air was crystal clear, and we saw it.
The holy city. Esther, do you see it?
I expected only to return again when I die.
Oh, it's beautiful. How long will it take us to reach it?
You will not reach it at all, my friends.
Don't start something you can't finish, Herr Commandant.
Phil.
Get behind me, back in the cave.
You should have been more friendly to me, Frau Morgan. Perhaps I would have taken you with us.
Yeah, go on. Throw your gun. Shoot us.
Go ahead.
What's the big joke?
Do you think we would have been fools enough to give you loaded guns?
But I saw them. I broke open the gun and saw the cartridges.
Did you take one out and examine it? Why don't you do it now?
Phil, look, I opened mine. It's a blank cartridge.
Now, surely, Frau Morgan, you understand why I took care not to let your husband become too excited the night Ernst here tried to be friendly. I did not want to take a chance of you finding out too soon. We shall give your regards to the Dalai Lama.
Go on, shoot us. Go on. Kill us with your blank guns, if you can.
That's not a bad idea. Esther.
Ernst, look out!
Back in the cave, quick.
Phil took them at their word and actually killed them with his blank gun. The shots vibrated enough to loosen the heavily piled snow, break the crust at the rim of the ledge, and start the slide that avalanched down like jerks. It threw them over the side and buried them somewhere on the cliffs below us, under rock, ice, and snow.
Gone? They are gone.
Oh, the thaw worked for us, didn't it?
Yes. Come on, Sing-Tu. You lead. We'll follow.
We could see the holy city, but it was still 25 miles away. It was 2 days' travel of an almost vertical descent into the valley, and we arrived at dusk at the magnificent red and white palace that overlooked the city. It was a week before we saw the Dalai Lama. Our entrance into his presence was conducted with the utmost ceremony. Tall, grim-faced monks lined the hall, their 6'4" frames made even more massive by layers of stiff gold brocade. The walls were carved with strange images and Tibetan inscriptions. Then the gong was struck again. And we were ushered into the throne room.
Esther, look.
Quiet. Must not talk. Come. Dalai Lama will see you now.
We walked on thick rugs that were brilliant in color and depicted the waves of the sea, clouds, and emblems of happiness. Then we saw a throne of yellow satin at the end of the great room, and on it, robed in burgundy and gold satin, with a crown on his head and a table of jewels beside him, sat the Dalai Lama, a boy of 6.
Come closer. Come. I will throw the silk longevity scarf over your heads to welcome you.
We thank you for your welcome, Your Serenity. We bring you gifts from our leader.
gifts with great thanks. How is your president?
He is well, thank you.
Bring the gifts to me. Let me see.
They gave him the gifts, and he looked at each one carefully. After a while, servants began to pass bowls of rice and glasses of black tea. I noticed that a special taster took a sip of the Lama's tea before it touched his sacred lips.
Mr. and Mrs. Malden?
Yes, Your Serenity.
Throw a pinch of rice over your shoulder. It will bring good luck.
Your Serenity, we've come to talk about peace and friendliness between our two countries.
There is no need to talk. Come here. I tie 3 knots in your scarf. There.
Means only interview at an end.
But we've accomplished nothing.
His Serenity has tied 3 knots in American's longevity scarf. He has blessed them. Our countries will be friends.
The success of the mission of these 2 OSS geologists helped to lay the foundations of friendship between Tibet and the United States and to forestall any possibility of Tibet's cooperation with our Axis enemies. Thus, once again, the report of another agent ends with the words,
"Mission accomplished."
Listen again next week for another true adventure from the files of the OSS on
Cloak and Dagger.
Heard in today's Cloak and Dagger adventure as Esther was Louise Barclay, Philip, Grant Richards, the monk, Raymond Edward Johnson, Barber, Stephen Schnabel, Kessler, Barry Kroger. Others were Janice Gilbert, Carl Weber, Ralph Bell, and Jerry Jarrett. The script was written by Winifred Wolfe and Jack Gordon. The music was under the direction of John Gart. Sound effects by Chet Hill and Dick Gillespie. Today's true OSS adventure was based on the book Cloak and Dagger by Corey Ford and Alistair McBain. This program was produced by Louis G. Cowan and Alfred Hollander under the direction and supervision of Sherman Marks. Programs, get your programs here. Mystery in Action tonight on NBC. Hear how you may win a cash prize as an armchair detective on $1,000 reward. Listen to the adventures of the suave crime fighter, the Saint, played by a screen favorite Vincent Price, and follow another exciting caper with the greatest private eye of them all, hard-boiled Sam Spade. Now, stay tuned for High Adventure and the Big Guy on NBC.
Welcome back. Well, a really striking adventure. I love the setup, and I particularly love our adventuring couple. The idea of having to team up with the Nazis to make it to the sacred city makes for a fascinating and engaging adventure. Now, the episode is not perfect. One listener pointed out Louise Barclay's pronunciation of Himalayas, or she said Himalayas, which I don't think was ever a pronunciation. The other thing I found myself asking after re-listening is, why did the Nazis bring blank ammo on a journey to Tibet that just happened to fit our heroes' weapons? Maybe there's a good answer, but I think that's one where you're just not meant to ask. And you won't ask unless you're over-analyzing, because this is still a great and exciting story. Well, now we're going to go to our top episode, which comes from yours truly, Johnny Dollar. From February 2nd, 1958, here is The Price of Fame Matter.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is Vincent Price. I'm calling from Hollywood.
Oh, sure. My name's Shirley Temple. Now, who is it and what? Really, Vincent Price?
Do I sound like Mickey Rooney?
Well, no. But now, tell me, Mr. Price.
Now, look, the name is Vincent.
Okay, Vincent. What can I do for you?
Johnny, I have a little problem in connection with one of my paintings insured for $100,000.
$100,000? You call that a little problem?
This painting has suddenly disappeared.
Oh, I see. What's the insurance company?
Four State Mutual.
Oh, well, they have a small branch office right there in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I know, but Bert Parker, the man who sold me the policy and should take care of this matter, well, every time I've called him, he's been out. And I learned just this morning that nobody knows where he is.
Okay, Vincent, I'll grab the first plane.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Four State Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Price of Fame matter. Expense account item 1, $178.50, plane fare and incidentals, Hartford to Los Angeles. By the time the big silver Constellation made its landing at the international airport, it finally dawned on me that I hadn't arranged with Vincent Price about where and how and what time I'd meet him. But as I picked up my luggage, I discovered a hungry-looking crowd of autograph hounds milling about the tall, gracious man I was looking for.
Oh, sure. I'm glad to. Look, but just one at a time, will you please? I can't very well. All right, there you are. Now I have to meet a friend.
Gee, just one more, please. Huh, Mr. Price?
All right, if you insist. Here. Best wishes from T. Willie Rockinghorse.
Huh?
How are you, Johnny?
Oh, great, but I didn't expect...
Johnny who? You mean to say you folks don't recognize Johnny Dollar?
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Attaboy, Johnny. Give 'em all. I'll wait for you in my car. It's right over here at the curb.
Yeah, but look, will you? Hey.
Right here, Mr. Price.
No, I'm nobody. Please. By the time I got away from that mob, I felt as though I'd been run through a ringer. But we finally took off in Vincent's car and drove to his beautiful home up in one of the canyons west of Beverly Hills. Nestled among the trees with spacious lawns and well-kept gardens, it's furnished in the most excellent taste. I'm no expert, but to say that I was impressed by the extraordinary works of art in that home would be the understatement of the week. Engravings, prints, fine sculptures, but most of all, paintings. And even to my unpracticed eye, all of them were, well, magnificent.
Here's a little thing I picked up in London, Johnny. It's called The Old Man in Red by Goya.
Oh. Yeah, I thought original oils by him were found only in the big museum.
Well, I've been pretty lucky in getting hold of some of these.
Yeah, you've known what you were doing, too.
You like this one? It's called Fright. It was painted by Kenneth McManus.
Uh-huh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Like all the rest of them.
Thanks. How about this one here at the end?
Night Wind by, I'm sorry, Vincent, I can't make out that name. You don't have this one lighted like the rest.
No, that's to maintain its somber mood, Johnny.
Oh.
And that's what made it possible for the substitution of this copy to go undetected.
That's a copy?
Yeah, and that's my problem. The $100,000 Night Wind by Jean-Baptiste has been stolen. This was left in its place.
Oh, I see.
It's not a bad copy, probably worth a couple of $100, but it's hardly a genuine Baptiste.
Well, when did you discover this substitution, Vincent?
When I returned from a lecture tour early last week.
Oh, that's right. You've been traveling all over the country lecturing on art.
Now, let's call it talking about art, huh?
Tell me, have you notified the police about this?
I suppose I should have. Well, I felt that was Bert Parker's job.
And you haven't been able to reach him over at Four State Mutual?
As I told you on the phone, he hasn't been in his office for some time.
Vincent, have you any theories about who might have done this?
Yes, I'm afraid I have.
Why do you say it that way?
Very few people knew I'd gotten hold of this Baptiste, only some close friends and a couple of art experts.
So?
And the place was not broken into during the time I was away. Of that I'm sure.
Well, go on.
The family and servants kept very close track of anyone who entered the house while I was gone.
You have a list?
Yes, I do have a list. Here.
Good. Alfred R. Hawkinson.
That's an electrician who came to do some wiring. He wouldn't know a Rembrandt from a Mickey Mouse.
Ann M. Schumann.
The music teacher. Loves music, hates painting.
What about delivery boys, people like that?
They never get beyond the back door. Go on, read on. That next one is Ben, the gardener. You can forget about her.
And Bert Huh?
Yeah, Bert Parker. He was here twice.
What for?
Well, ostensibly to check on some of the paintings he'd insured. The first time, on the 11th, Mrs. Price was with him while he poked around. On the 15th, she had to leave to keep an appointment. And just when he left the house, nobody seems to know.
Are you thinking the same thing I am?
Now, look, Johnny, I haven't known Bert very long, and, well, he seemed like such a harmless little old fuddy-duddy. As for his knowledge of art...
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Well, he was perfectly satisfied to take my evaluation on the 2 or 3 things he'd insured. So, well, Johnny, I may be all wrong.
Vincent, a thing like this may only happen once in 1,000 years. In any event, the company will certainly make good your loss.
Well, with a work of art, it isn't really the money that counts. And, Johnny, listen. Look, I may have jumped to a completely unjustified conclusion about Bert Parker.
Oh, yeah? Sure. Well, let's go down to his office and see.
We'll return to Johnny Dollar and the Price of Fame matter. That's Vincent Price in just a moment.
Every American fighting man has heard the expression, above and beyond the call of duty. How many of us have sat down and considered just what that word duty means? According to one dictionary definition, duty is man's conduct as required by his station or occupation, and that to which he is bound by moral obligation to do or not to do. When a man does more than his duty requires, he becomes more of a man in the eyes of his fellow men. One such was Captain John Philip Cromwell, commander of the submarine USS Sculpin, flagship of a submarine-coordinated attack group of the United States Navy. Possessing secret intelligence information of our fleet movements, strategy, tactics, and attack plans, Captain Cromwell led his attack group in patrol of enemy waters around Truck Island in November 1943, just prior to the launching of our first large-scale offensive in the Pacific. Despite savage enemy opposition, he established a line of submarines around the enemy-held stronghold of Truk until his ship, the Sculpin, became so rocked and battered by depth bombs that he ordered it to the surface. He engaged the enemy with deck guns, giving his crew an opportunity to abandon the mortally stricken ship. Determined to sacrifice himself, rather than risk capture and the subsequent danger of revealing the secret plans to the enemy, Captain Cromwell remained aboard the Sculpin as she plunged to her death. He thereby preserved the security of the mission at the cost of his own life. Captain Cromwell earned the Medal of Honor for deep integrity and uncompromising devotion to the call of duty in the service of his country. But what he did defined the word duty better than any dictionary.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Price of Fame matter.
A priceless original oil painting, stolen from the home of Vincent Price, famous radio and picture star. One of the few people who'd had the opportunity was the man who'd sold him the insurance on it, Bert Parker. Together we went to Parker's office at 4 State Mutual in downtown Los Angeles.
It was on the 16th that Mr. Parker phoned in to say he wasn't feeling very good and wouldn't be in for a day or two.
It was on the 15th that he was at your house, Vincent.
Yes, that's over 2 weeks ago.
And you haven't heard from him since, Miss Pritt?
No, Mr. Dollar. We've tried calling his apartment, but since there hasn't been anything really pressing here at the office...
What's the address of his apartment, please?
Well, it's out in Westwood, 1308 Pandora Avenue.
Look, Vincent, I'm going out there. I'll call you if I find
You're going to need transportation, aren't you, Johnny?
Why, the highest price chauffeur in the country? Sure, why not?
Oh, before you go, Mr. Price, I wonder if I could have your autograph.
Well, why don't you get Johnny Dollars, Miss Pritt? He loves to give them.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. No, you don't, Vincent. Let's go. It took a little persuading, but the landlord at Bert's apartment finally let us into his four-room suite. It was empty, except for a few old clothes, and it was obvious that he'd packed and left in a hurry. I rummaged around in the closet, tables, bureau, for a clue as to where he might have gone, and came up with nothing.
You give up, Johnny?
Yeah, Vincent, I'm afraid so.
I poked around that desk some more after you'd finished with it and found this wedged in behind a drawer.
Oh? Travel folder. Harris.
Yeah, it looks real fresh, too.
Minor Travel Agency, Beverly Hills.
Well, what do you think?
Pretty much of a long shot, Vincent.
But they do pay off sometimes, don't they?
And
the trip for myself, yes, sir. First class all the way.
What was the departure date, Mr. Miner?
16th, first class, straight to Paris.
Oh, brother. Paris is a pretty big place.
Did you make any arrangements for him for after he got there?
Only for when he arrived. Reservation at the Louvois.
What?
The hotel, Louvois.
The Louvois, perhaps.
That's what I said. First class, too. Said he wanted something not too far from the Montmartre.
Montmartre, if you don't mind.
That's what I said, yes. Now, can I fix you gentlemen up with some plane reservations, too?
Well, suppose you give me the same flight he took, and I'll stop at the same hotel when I get there.
Hey, wait a minute, Johnny. You're not going to leave me out of this.
Well, look, I'm still playing a long shot, Vincent, a very long one.
What's the difference?
Also, I don't know if my expense account will get by the home office.
Expense account, forget it. I'm having a ball. Mr. Miner, start making those reservations.
Expense account item 2, $984 for the plane to Paris. Well, it turned out to be the most interesting flight I've ever made because of the company of Vincent Price. An amazing conversationalist. He could talk about anything, including art. And he has a tremendous sense of humor. So, as he put it, we had a ball from the time we took off in L.A. till the time we sat down in Le Bourget. Item 3, 520 American, taxi into the Hotel Louvois, where the manager was, somewhat helpful.
Oh, maybe. The Mr. Parker leave us but only 2 days ago, after some slight misunderstanding about l'audition, the deal.
Yeah, you mean he was running out of money?
Monsieur, I did not say that. That's what you meant, isn't it?
You know where he spent his time around here?
But of course. His business, he say, took him constantly to Montmartre.
Where in Montmartre?
Who is to know?
Oh, that's like saying somewhere in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Perhaps you know my cousin.
Johnny,
I just got an idea.
Shoot.
Works of art, even very good ones, are sometimes sold in rather unorthodox ways. They go through some rather strange hands. They're not always sold over the counter, so to speak, by reputable dealers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how to contact the kind of people who might... You got any ideas?
Why don't you just go on up to our suite and sit tight for a while, I'll see what I can dig up.
You are keeping something from me, Vincent.
Mm-hmm. But, Johnny, there are some things even funk keeps from Wagon. I'll see you later.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag, representing one of the 50 states. West Virginia's state flag depicts its principal pursuits, farming and mining. Crossed rifles and the Phrygian cap of liberty indicate that freedom and independence have been won and will be defended and maintained by arms. Typifying the independent spirit that was responsible for forging the state from the chaos of the Civil War, the West Virginia flag carries the motto, Montani Semper Liberi, Mountaineers, always free men. West Virginia's state flag, the flag of the 35th state to enter the Union, was adopted on May 7th, 1929. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Price of Fame Matter.
All of gay, romantic Paris just outside the door, and time on my hands. So what did I do? Took Vincent Price's advice, went back to my room at the Hotel Louvois, and waited. 2, 3, 4 hours. Finally, shortly after 8 p.m., Vincent came in bearing a couple of packages.
Sorry to have made you wait, Johnny, but I think I'm on the trail of something.
Looks to me like you've been on a shopping spree.
Props, Johnny, for you.
Have you found out where Bert Parker is?
No, but I think you will. Yeah, try this on.
Huh? What's this all about? A 10-gallon hat?
Yeah, I had to guess at your size.
Where in Paris did you find this?
Try it on.
Oh, what do you... Holy... What am I supposed to be, a refugee from Texas?
Exactly. You made it in oil wells. Your name is Matthew.
Huh?
You're over here to see the sights, all the wild nightlife you've heard about, the Folie Bergère, Rue Blondel, Place Pigalle. Here, try on this shirt.
Oh, brother. Look, I don't know what this is all about, but hadn't we better get something to eat?
Try it on.
If you don't take me to one of the world-famous restaurants in this town.
Maybe tomorrow.
Huh?
Yeah, that's good. That shirt's going to be all right.
What do you mean tomorrow?
Here, now, stick this genuine simulated imitation diamond-type stick pin in the front. Wait a minute, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, what the...
There you are, and with this big hunk of glass on your finger. There now, look at you.
Oh, you look. I'm hungry.
Well, maybe you'll even get food where you're going.
Now, where do you think I'm going in this rig?
To a little joint on the Rue Blondel called the Bal Macabre.
Now, what am I supposed to do there, if I go there?
Sit around. Look prosperous. And see what happens.
Oh, Vincent.
Remember, you made it in oil. Millions.
Yeah, but Vincent...
Also, you're interested in art, and your name is Matthew.
Look, will you...
On your way, Johnny. The taxi that's waiting for you out front knows exactly where to take you.
The Bal Macabre was really a joint. It was dirty, and the people packed like sardines in it were dirty, too. Characters who made a business of being characters. And everybody screamed at everybody else. Except, that is, for the wormy little man who sidled up to the postage stamp-sized table on which my glass and a bottle of wine were balanced.
Pardon. You are Mr. Matthew, are you not?
That's right.
From Texas? No?
Yes, sir, partner. The great and glorious state of Texas. Sit down and pour yourself a glass of this here red ale. Who are you?
They call me La Chagrine.
What's that mean?
Well, they're what you call the gray cat.
Hey, that's cuter than the name of my old friend Coyote Bill.
Well, do you enjoy the Paris nightlife?
You know something? I'm getting fed up with it. Yeah, I think I'll just buy me a couple of nice pictures and go on back home.
What kind of pictures, monsieur?
Well, good ones. Oil pictures. Like that Mona Lisa I've seen at the Louvre. You know, good ones, I mean.
Well, like a Jean-Baptiste, perhaps?
You mean you know where a man could get a hold of a genuine one of them?
Well, for a price, of course.
Well, listen, I got money and I'll spend it. Well, I offered them $500,000 for that Mona Lisa, but they turned me down. But if I could get a hold of a genuine Baptiste, well, partner, you just name the price.
Oh, well, I'll make no promises, mon ami. But I do have a friend. And for a slight consideration...
Name your price and take me to it.
I will be waiting for you at the corner with the taxi. That is what you call okay?
Okay.
I shall be waiting.
I'll be there, partner. You bet I will. And I'd certainly like to know how Vincent set this up. The taxi dropped us off at one of the most disreputable-looking apartments in the whole of Paris. My friend, who called himself the Gray Cat, looked carefully around before entering the front door. Then we climbed 4 flights of a dark, musty stairway.
No, remember, my friend, you are not to pay the price he asked at first. If you like, I will make the arrangements for you.
Now, that would be right friendly of you, partner. But how would you come out on this?
Well, all I ask, monsieur, is 10% of what you pay.
And maybe a little extra from him for bringing me up here?
Oh, monsieur.
Oh, now, don't give me that, partner. I've been around. I'm wise to how you fellas operate. If I can get a hold of a real, genuine Baptiste...
You will see. Yes? Who is it? I have brought a friend, Mr. Matthews from Texas.
Yes?
He would like to buy The Night Wind by Baptiste.
That is, if it's genuine.
Genuine? Of course it's genuine.
There, on the table. Can't you see for yourself that it's the
Oh, no.
Well. Bert Parker.
Johnny Dollar.
That's right. Insurance investigator.
Investigate you? Oh, I've just remembered somebody is waiting for me.
That's right, I am.
Mr. Price. Oh, no.
Well, pardon, Mr. Price, but I must go.
Without your fee for taking care of Mr. Dollar?
Listen, both of you, please. I'll give you back the painting. I'll do anything you ask.
Oh, drop dead.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Well, Vincent, there it is. Yep. And it looks like the company has saved a cool $100,000.
I have a concession to make about that, Johnny.
Yeah, like how you happen to know the way to the painting through that squirmy little fellow who brought me here?
Oh, well, that's how I got hold of the Baptiste in the first place. It's a lovely thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is.
And, Johnny, it is worth $100,000.
Oh, I'm sure.
But the truth of the matter is I paid only $300 for it.
You paid? Oh, no.
It's a fact.
Well, you've got it back thanks to your own efforts.
Thanks to your being the front man. If I'd tried to get it back myself, these people would have run like scared rats.
Oh, sure. Just tell me one thing, will you? Why aren't you an insurance investigator?
Well, you know, it's every man to his own. Well, after all, why aren't you an actor?
Let's get out of here. Disposition of Bert Parker? Well, that's entirely up to the company. Vincent, now that he has the painting back, doesn't care one way or the other. However, from the company's standpoint, well, it's not the kind of black eye that's good for you. Expense account total, including incidentals and transportation back to the States, $2,341. Remarks? For the Vincent Price, my eternal thanks. Not only for the help on this case, but most of all because it's given me a chance to really know him. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment.
Famous words of wisdom spoken by great men of thought never die, but are carried on through history by the people who feel them and love them. When Benjamin Franklin said, "They that can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety," he was speaking for all men in all countries. In May 1945, when the 1st Marine Division was making an assault on Okinawa, pharmacist Nate William D. Halliburton, Jr., serving with the Marine Rifle Company, left his place of safety during a terrific counterattack by the enemy. In spite of the deadly accuracy of the concentrated fire around him, Halliburton unhesitatingly dashed across a draw and up a hill into an open, bombarded field to render first aid to a fallen Marine. When his patient was struck a second time, Halliburton placed himself in the direct line of fire in order that he might shield his patient and continue to treat him. Though he could have sought safety until his company advanced and covered him, his first thought was for the wounded man. It was only when the slashing fury of the shrapnel and bullets mortally wounded him that Halliburton was unable to continue his duty. His unwavering code of conduct in the fight for liberty earned him his grateful country's highest award, the Medal of Honor.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the heart of sunny southern Jersey, and a case that took a very sudden, very strange twist. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote today's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Junius Matthews, Tony Barrett, Horace Lewis, Howard McNear, and of course our special guest, Vincent Price. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Welcome back. A really great episode. Bob Bailey and Vincent Price work great together with some really fun banter. We also get the introduction of the Great Cat, who'd make a few more appearances during the Bailey run. The one missed opportunity for me when I was commenting on this was that the 10-gallon hat should have called to mind the killer's brand matter, where he got tossed in a trough if he wasn't wearing a cowboy hat. So if they happened to have any water troughs in Paris, Johnny would have been safe anyway. All right, well, now it's time to thank our Patreon supporter of the day, and I want to go ahead and thank Daniel. Daniel's been one of our Patreon supporters since August of 2024, currently supporting the podcast at the detective sergeant level of $7.14 or more per month. Thanks so much for your support, Daniel, and that's actually all for today. Please let me know if you enjoyed this episode, and I'll think about whether we'll do one of these next year. And if you had a favorite episode from this past season that I didn't play, I'd also love to hear about it. And we will be back, actually next Sunday, we will be featuring an episode cross-posting from the Great Adventurers of Old Time Radio. Something from the current series we're doing that seemed pretty relevant to the Great Detectives, and also an opportunity to share what's being played over there right now. But we will be back tomorrow with Danger with Granger, where...
As the car roared towards me, I threw myself back to the shelter of the sidewalk. My body hit the ground. I felt my foot just scrape the side of the car as it went past and disappeared. I barely escaped from a deliberate rundown. I stood for a while, getting my breath back, then hailed a cab and went to see the nervy comic strip artist. He showed me into his study, and I told him two things. One, the guy he claimed had called him to Jersey denied having done it. Two, the attempt on my life.
But that's terrible. Are you sure it was you they tried to run down?
I was the only one crossing the street.
Granger, this is making me more worried than ever. How about a drink?
I could sure use one.
I'll ring for the maid.
I hope you'll be with us then. In the meantime, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter, Radio Detectives. Check us out on Instagram, instagram.com/greatdetectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.